Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Common and Chev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Common and Chef here with Rob Hill, ready for a big show here at UA. So much good stuff in the break room. We have that Diamond Quad coming up. AFC North, a hot spot on the quad. I'm just looking at some of the hits before the show. TJ Watt, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Myles Garrett. 4 AFC North hits right there. That awesome TJ Watt speed flex. The Bucks flex of the Mayfield and Evans is insane. Amon-Ra St. Brown speed flex. More of the story, play the Diamonds tonight. Play the All Speed Flex series. 4 boxes left, 4 speed flexes left. We get that closed up. Brand new series in the break room with brand new headliners. Still got Myles Garrett in there. Practice squad still has some awesome hits. Couple flexes left in that practice squad break. Cannot wait to get started. Rob, how you doing on this terrific Tuesday night in the break room?
Oh, kind of like how the weather has been outside today, Common. Heating up. It was actually, snow was actually falling outside of my windowsill this morning when I woke up. So that was a nice thing to see. And translated into when I walked into the building, we had a very productive 2 p.m. meeting as we do on Tuesdays today. So that was fun. And then Dom and I walked into the room and we broke 21 boxes in the 3 o'clock
Pretty
show.
good for 3 p.m. show.
Which is great. Well, you guys are always great, but it was awesome. You're talking about the diamonds. We had a lot of diamond quads and doubles go on in that.
God, Tony Romo.
It's been, I got TR out on the table, and my favorite sports teams are making moves. It's been a good Tuesday so far. It's been a good Tuesday.
I know, NBA trade deadline.
Let's have a Jaden Ivey day today in the room.
We might have some trades. We had a massive trade last night. We had a Saquon. Remind me, Michael Swain, you're in the chat. I think it was Saquon and Jahmyr Gibbs for a Dan Marino flex last night.
Oh.
Between Ronnie and Michael Swain here.
That is a big one.
So let's go ahead. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel. I know it was the flex in the last show. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel for our chase tonight, and we'll do our dice roll as well. I'm calling 8 tonight for the Mamba is my guess.
Ooh.
8 for the Mamba tonight.
Well, funny enough, I went with 8 in the 3 p.m. show for a guy who was just slightly less talented at basketball, Nikola Vucevic.
No longer a Bull?
No longer a Bull. You're going to see the theme I'm going with here. So let's go with 12.
All right, 12 it is. Let's try. Dice roll looking for 6 or higher. We got ourselves, hey, I was right, 8. Let's go. It's going to be a good night tonight.
Sound of a good
It's
night.
going to be a great night tonight. So the chase is the jerseys, 8 is the dice roll. We have, I believe in the diamonds, we are down to 22 boxes left. Let me double check that. 22 left. By the end of the show, there should be none left in the diamond series. There'll be at least 4 more gone in the next 10 minutes here because we have a diamond quad coming up. So diamond quad already number 2. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers, guys. Michael Swain, Samuel Nelson, Corey Doback, and Joshua George. Speaking of 22,
Yes.
22 boxes left, 22 viewers right now, and we're going to get more as we go throughout the night. Obviously, as we filter in, more folks get settled in after work. We start to have, 30, 40, 50. Right now, though, 22 eyeballs across all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you're a new customer to here, let us know if you have any questions. Here's that live break page link. That's where all the magic happens. Samuel Nelson's got numbers 5, 15, 26, and 29. Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you there, Sammy.
Those work, my man. It is first come, first serve for box numbers of anyone in the break. These are not reserved for anybody. If you got numbers, Samuel, put them out there.
One more time, come.
All right, 1 second. Let me undo that. All right, so we got 5, 15, 26, and 29. Okay, so 13 and 14. 16 to 23. And we get 26 off the board. And then 29 as well. All right, thank you, Samuel. Appreciate you, my man. We got 4 boxes coming up here in the Diamond Quad. Every helmet won in this series gets you guys some Super Bowl squares. Look behind me. Big game squares. Get a square with every authentic lid. You win $1,000 top prize for this Sunday's game.
We have 55 squares.
55 to go.
45 in, 55.
Yeah, so I'm kind of guessing this will happen either Wednesday or Thursday at some point, unless you guys get really aggressive tonight. I never put anything past our guys, obviously, Rob. But that's kind of what we're targeting, maybe late Wednesday, early Thursday, to get these cleared out. But, Diamonds and Speed Flex series we have up right now. These are 2 series that every box is an authentic. The Practice Squad, the Vault, the QB Room. You don't know if you get an authentic, a mini, a jersey. But in this series, you're getting all authentics in the Diamonds. The cream of the crop, as we say. All right, Michael Swain, Samuel Nelson, Corey Doback, and Joshua George. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's have some fun.
Let's do it.
And I did not update the dice roll, which was 8 1 second, guys. My apologies. 8 on the dice roll here, as we'll go 8 clicks for the first of many, many boxes tonight. First of many boxes, that's for sure. And there is no 10:30 show. I know these guys are getting spoiled with these extra shows. The 10:30 shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Actually, midnight on Friday, Saturday 10:30 show. There's no 10:30 show tonight, so it'll be Rob and I the rest of the way. Tuesdays and Thursdays, Rob, and Sundays have no bonus shows, the 6 p.m. show being the last show of the night. 6 p.m. shows, generally on average through this company's history, are the busiest show, the primetime show. More of you guys back from work, especially last week, though. Our 6 p.m. shows weekdays were bumping. Samuel Nelson up top in the NFC North. Michael Swain's got the NFC South, NFC East. Corey Doback, NFC West. Michael Swain Jr., AFC North. Joshua George, AFC South. Michael Swain, AFC East and AFC West. Good luck, guys. 4 authentic helmets coming up. Still got a bunch of speed flexes left. A bunch of headliners left. Ratios for days in the Diamonds. I think 11 and 22 chance at a headliner, but the other 11 will be really good as well. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And this is what we always say. We saw it last night multiple times. Sometimes all it takes is 1 to win, Rob. 1 spot for Joshua. Woo. How about the best running back in football, Jonathan Taylor, on the Colts Flash Authentic Thing of Beauty. Great job, JG. You're taking home the JT right there. Prior to the Colts, led the league in rushing touchdowns, third in rushing yards. Member of my fantasy team. Awesome hit, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, look, if this is not a sign of things to come tonight, I mean, look, it's a sign of all good omens. 22 people were tuning in to start the show. We did 22 breaks last show. We did the dice roll for number 8 for Common. That's his lucky number. He's not wearing his traditional messy blue, or is he? Superman is struck. There you go. So I spoke too soon. You got the blue everything. So I'm just saying, and you get the Jonathan Taylor blue, not the same shade, but I'm just saying good things are going to happen tonight. We're going to see a lot of headliners. There's no coincidence that we start off with one of the best backs in the game.
I'm feeling blue, and I'm not feeling sad. I'm feeling happy, baby.
Because
blue is great. Love this Colts flash. Beautiful lid there. Great start for Joshua George. Jonathan Taylor in the house. 1 down, 3 more to go. All authentic lids. All of these are fire. I heard the Burr Ridge Fire Department is on standby, Rob, for all the heat we pull tonight. What do we got next? I know it's warm because Rob's got the shorts, of course. Oh, you always have the shorts.
I got the shorts, the short sleeve.
Yeah.
Rocking everything.
Mr. Warm over there.
But it's all UA. It's all UA theme, though.
I like it.
Company man.
We have ourselves one of the most underrated players to ever play our game. I believe number 12 all-time in receiving yards. It is James Lofton with the Hall of Fame 03 and the 80s All-Decade Team inscription, the Packer Lunar Authentic. Would you look at that? Samuel has 1 spot on the break. He's got 1 win. Joshua's got 1 spot on the break. He's got 1 win. Don't be afraid. Only way to win is by playing. I know Herm Edwards put it best. We play to win the game. Hello? Hello? Nice hit, Samuel. And Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, and to quote more legendary people/players from the 2000s, the great Marshall Mathers once said, "You only get 1 shot, do not miss your chance to go." And apparently Joshua and Samuel must be big fans of 8 Mile because they're taking that to heart. So, again, doesn't get much better than that. Again, this is why also having 1 spot, even in a quad comment, is so beneficial because you get 4 different bites of the apple, right? Even if it's with 1 spot, again, basically still give yourself a 25% chance the whole way through.
You know what else Eminem's a fan of? I'm on Ross St. Brown, the custom speed flex, massive Lions fan. Eminem, you got some money, pretty successful. Come in the break and win yourself some Lions memorabilia. Marshall Mathers might be watching. Would the real Slim Shady please stand up? That's what I say, Rob. Let's go, says Samuel Nelson. Let's go. Samuel can double up here. No.
Okay,
I'm talking about the actual successful rapper.
My mistake. Hey,
Right?
you haven't heard my LP yet?
Okay, I'm open to hearing it.
Sammy said, "Let's go."
Let's go, baby. Great job there on the James Lofton on the Packer Lunar Authentic. Third box coming up here in the quad break. Quadruple the boxes, quadruple the fun. All authentics, of course, and all terrific. Wow, we got a record setter coming up. It is the single season sack record holder. 23 of them with the classic smiley face. That Salute to Service Browns lid. We got the USA flag on the back, the Beckett QR code on the back. Michael Swain on the scoreboard with the Myles Garrett. Very, very nice Swain train. Myles Garrett. I'm going to put this one away only because there's a Myles Garrett Speed Flex. We still got to win in the Speed Flex series here, Rob. I know that bad boy's coming out tonight. So, very, very nice lid. I mean, this is a guy, I said it last night and I'll say it again. And for the guys that are missing out on this helmet, we have a Speed Flex, even better helmet in the Speed Flex series. I think when the NFL Top 100 list comes out of the best players in football, he will be and he should be number 1. The quarterback is the most valuable player.
Wow.
There's no doubt about that. But the best player in football right now, the most dominant at their position, is this dude right here, Myles Garrett. He's my number 1.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's an argument that could definitely be made there. It really just depends, I think, on a lot of the construction of the team that you have, because at the same time, look, there's no such thing as a good defense anymore unless you have a good pass rush. You can make up for that with the solid linebacking core, good cover corners. So I agree with you. I think that having an elite edge rusher like a Myles Garrett, a historic edge rusher in Myles Garrett, certainly makes up for that. But I'm still more in favor of the quarterback. So if I had a guy like a Josh Allen or if I had a guy like a Lamar Jackson.
I would draft a Josh Allen ahead of Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the most dominant player in football. Like, who's the best quarterback? Mahomes, Allen, they're close. There's a debate. Who's the best defensive player? As much as I love TJ Watt, there's no debate.
There's no debate. It's
So
Myles Garrett.
I would draft a quarterback. I'm with you there, Rob. But I think the most dominant player at their position is Myles Garrett.
No, for sure. Okay, that's
That's kind of what I'm talking about there.
That's fair. No, yeah, I would agree with you on that 100%.
Beautiful lid there. Michael Swain Jr. in the house. By the way, I believe we have 4 speed flexes left. We have not pulled a single speed flex in this quad. The speed flex ratio is getting better and better and better, guys. TJ Watt would have a word with me, by the way. He is in the series. TJ, if you heard that, I didn't mean it. You're right neck and neck with Myles Garrett. All right, what do we got next? Ooh, this is call this the underrated break. We had James Lofton earlier, 12th all-time in receiving yards. How about the NFL's 3rd all-time leading rusher, Frank Gore, on the 49er Authentic NFC West, Corey Doback. Now, I do feel bad for Michael this time because he had the 5 spots, but we have 4 different people that entered the break, 4 different winners. So when you see the big dogs like Michael and Ronnie buying all those spots, don't assume you'll lose. It's always a 1 in 8 chance to win. And we had 4 different winners in that break, which, by the way, if you're Michael Swain, full honesty, I would rather get sniped when it's not a speed flex.
Yeah.
So get sniped when it's the non-speed flexes. Don't get sniped when the flexes come out.
Yeah, something tells me that this is not going to derail Michael Swain's path. Again, we know that when Michael's in the room, he's got his conductor head on. He knows that not too many things are getting him off of his tracks. So I agree with you. The Diamonds, we are still very spoiled with speed flexes. I know that you, me, and Dom, we were talking about this quite a bit off air, but that Evans and Mayfield speed flex still at the very top of the list. The Amon-Ra you alluded to not too long ago. My personal favorite, Jamar Chase on the alternate white stripes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, for the that be the one with the Bengals and then his division rival, who you also alluded to, in T.J. Watt. So those aren't going to be there for long, folks. So if you guys are stopping and you just got home from work, pop a spot into one of these breaks, man.
Facts, LOL, says Michael Swain. We have the 2 best receivers in football, arguably. I know JSN and Jay Jettas might have a word with us, but I think 3 of the top 5 guys in football. If I have to pick my 5 best receivers, Chase, Jefferson, Puka Nacua, JSN, Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3 of the top 5 receivers available. The most consistent receiver, Mike Evans. We have the 2nd best defensive player, TJ Watt. And then we have the guy who I listed top 5 receivers. The guy that led the league in receiving touchdowns might be the 4th best receiver left in this series. He's still top 10, by the way. Top 10 currently, maybe top 10 all time, Devontae Adams. Well, get your spots while you can. If the internet's not the best, try an order ASAP, brother. Get those spots. By the way, Rob, just a heads up. When we enter a Diamond series, there's 30 boxes normally, and there's a 5 in 30 chance at a speed flex, or a 1 in 6 chance. Right now, there's 18 boxes, and there's 4 speed flexes, almost a 1 in 4 chance at a speed flex. The speed flex ratios just got better, and I love Tony Romo. Don't get me wrong, I love Tony Romo. But that might be the worst speed flex in there because we have the 2 customs. These are awesome lids, Amon-Ra and the Mayfield Evans, which is, by the way, dual signed. We have my favorite yellow color, the TJ Watt yellow, which I love so much. And we have a Jamar Chase, that white Bengal alternate. So they're all some sort of alternate custom lid. So I would argue the 4 best hits in the series, Rob, still out there, which means that we have to run this diamond break back. There's no doubt about it, guys. Get in that double, get in that quad. And we still have the quad up possibility of TJ Watt, Jamar Chase, secondary headliner Zay Flowers, and secondary headliner James Harrison. So 4 headliners could be won in the quad break. We had 4 different winners the last break. Maybe it's one person winning all 4 helmets the next break. So that's the big one to play, but another big series to play is the all speed flex one. Talking about speed flex ratios, how about 100%, Rob? 4 boxes left, 4 speed flexes left. 2 headliners left. Again, the single season sack record holder, Myles Garrett, that orange speed flex with the smiley face, the black visor, white face mask. That one is even better than the STS. You got to have one of these in your PC. I was crunching numbers last night. If Myles Garrett averages 15 sacks a season for the next 5 years, that would be 75 sacks, and that would put him at 200.5 for his career, which would be the most ever. So he will probably break that record as long as he stays healthy. I'll put it that way. He's only 30, Rob. He's not that old. Only 30.
Only 30. Tell that to Dom. Tell that to Dom.
The modern medicine, the workouts, Dom doesn't quite have the access that Myles Garrett has. Although we do have a locker room now back there at UA. We got lockers, which I have not used yet, but I need to. Yeah. Robbie's in there every day with his locker. He loves it.
I can't walk past it because it's right by our bathrooms. Every time I try to go to the bathroom, I just get this like whiff of Ben Gay whenever I walk by it in Icy Hot. So Robbie's going to have to relocate his locker if I'm going to stay here any further. But, speaking of modern day medicine, like all jokes aside though, dude, a guy like Bruce Smith, who was, I'm not going to call Bruce Smith small, of course, but I'm just saying compared to Myles Garrett, he was a lighter sized guy as a linebacker, and obviously him being the all-time sacks holder as it currently sits. Imagine Bruce Smith nowadays having modern medicine, easier recovery time, a much more a sport that's not nearly as physical as it once was back in the days. So it's going on, Fuglin. But yeah, I mean, Myles Garrett, man, I just wish we could see him in January and February.
We will
way more often.
He'll go somewhere else eventually. Chad Johnson, he took the bag this time. Next time he'll take the championship. I think he'll have an Aaron Donald-esque career. Get that championship late.
Go out on top.
He's
already got a Pro Bowl quarterback.
He does. Shedeur Sanders, baby. Chad Johnson, speaking of Pro Bowlers, former Pro Bowl wide receiver. You can get that in the AFC North. Myles Garrett, Chad Johnson, double up. And I promise you guys, the other 2 boxes will be really good in the Speedflex break as well. Quarterback room, all quarterbacks. The quarterback is the most expensive signature. It's worth the most money. We don't just let anybody sign these helmets, jerseys, etc. 1 headliner left in 4 boxes. Only quarterback to play in 4 straight Super Bowls. The great Jim Kelly in that quarterback series. Speaking of number 1 and a record setter, you're a baseball guy. The all-time K-King, over 5,000 career strikeouts. Woo. Now, that's a record, especially with the modern rise of bullpens. It's safe to say that record will never get touched, Rob.
Will never get touched.
Never get touched. Also, 7 no-hitters. That probably never gets touched for Nolan Ryan. 2 boxes left. 5 to go in the single. 50% chance at the Nolan Ryan baseball. By the way, practice squad is getting close. 3 spots to go in the practice squad. Obviously, I recommend the Diamonds and the Speedflex series first and foremost. But if you are balling on a budget, pretty good place to ball in the practice squad. We have Marcus Allen Speedflex, Heisman Trophy winner, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, college champion, NFL champion, pro and college football Hall of Famer, only guy ever to do all those accolades. Marcus Allen on that classic Raiders Speedflex. A.J. Brown on the Eagles Speedflex. One of the best receivers in football. Our Speedflex is worth around $1,000. Could be $800, $900, but in the ballpark of $1,000, Rob. Get him for as little as $51 in the practice squad single. We actually have 3 Speedflexes left in 14 boxes in a practice squad, my man. That is absolutely ridiculous. 13 boxes, rather. Eddie George on the Speedflex. The Tennessee Titans all-time leading rusher. The happiest guy when Derrick Henry left Tennessee to go to Baltimore, Eddie George. Because had Henry played 1 more season, Eddie George's records would have gone bye-bye. So he was literally shipping him rosé, wine, whatever the heck. Actually, Derrick Henry probably doesn't drink anything besides like water. But he gave him whatever the heck he wanted, Derrick Henry.
He's a big kale smoothie enthusiast.
I bet. Henry. We also have, speaking of consistency, I'll give you a good one here, Rob. Here's a good reference. We have the Mike Evans of tight ends. Jason Witten,
that's a good
number
one.
2 all-time in receiving yards by a tight end, number 2 all-time in catches by a tight end, number 4 all-time in catches, period. Played for a long time. one of the greatest Cowboys ever. We almost never get that signature in the break room. The Cowboy Flash Authentic. You take an A.J. Brown Speed Flex and a Jason Witten Authentic. Those two combined worth between $1,000 and $1,500 in value. Get them for $102 in that double box break. And how about underrated, underappreciated, discast, thrown to the side? Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl, man.
Just as we all thought.
He outplayed Matthew Stafford, the presumptive league MVP, in the NFC Championship game, and that's coming off an injury as well, Sam Darnold. The Vikings, we had Justin Jefferson just saying he kind of wished Darnold was still there. They would have been better with him. Awesome jersey. The classic Seahawks, Sam Darnold. Then we do have a secondary headliner, Zach Thomas still left, and Chad Johnson. A lot of good stuff for that fourth down practice squad. 7 headliners, guys, in 13 boxes in the practice squad. So that's your rundown. That's your top to bottom rundown. We do have some action in the diamonds, though. The best bang for your buck is the diamonds, all authentics, $103. You can win. I think the best helmet in the room right now, Rob, has to be this Bucks one. Given that it's dual sign and it's customized, this is in the ballpark of $1,500, if not more. You get that for as little as $103. It's peanut butter and jelly, Baker Mayfield, and Mike Evans. That's an awesome. Actually, I love this too, by the way. The white for the Evans, but the orange for the Mayfield. The modern day Brett Favre is what I call Baker Mayfield. Gunslinger, son of a gun, really tough guy. Not saying he's as good as Brett Favre, although he's pretty dang good himself, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he is.
So beautiful dual signed lid there. Buccaneer Nation, come and get that lid. Evans and Mayfield.
Yeah, I was saying earlier on in the 3 o'clock show, Common, that it kind of does a great job of encapsulating a lot of the eras throughout Buccaneers history. You get Mayfield in that creamsicle orange, which, by the way, we did end up pulling a Mike Evans in the earlier show on a creamsicle Buccaneer Speed Flex. So, and then you get the Evans on the other side. You get that nice jersey inscription there. So anything that you want. I know I'm looking for Dan Jobbett out there. If Dan Jobbett's with us on a Tuesday night, I know he would move hell and high water to get in and get something like this.
You mean Daddy Dan?
Daddy Dan.
Where are you at, Daddy Dan? Sean Blasco, also a big Bucks fan. One of the best Bucks lids we've ever had. The Mayfield Evans. They're terrific combination right there. One of my favorite plays in football history, Rob. Favorite play in football history, up there, top 5 or 10. Because I love when teammates go to town for each other. It was the last game of the season 2 years ago. Mike Evans has a bonus in his contract if he gets to 1,000 yards receiving. He also was trying to become the first guy ever with 1,000 yards in 11 straight seasons to start a career. Not even Jerry Rice did that. So Mike Evans, late in the game, at this stage in the game, the playoffs were not clinched yet. Because I know Atlanta ended up losing, ended up being meaningless anyway, but Atlanta had the tiebreaker on the Bucks. So had the Bucks won the last game of the season, or lost rather, and Atlanta wins, they're out of the playoffs. So they could have kneeled, run out the clock, and ensure the playoff spot. Instead, they throw the ball to Mike Evans, get him that 1,000. The whole team explodes, everybody explodes, and it was epic. Box numbers in the practice squad are right there, my man. Scrolling at the bottom here for the practice squad.
Yeah, he's looking for to figure out if he's going to win an item, Mr. Chadbourne, because that practice squad single comment is closed.
All right.
So that's
Closed
right.
up.
That's ready for you.
Let's do it.
Yeah, what does that show you, right? Going and talking about, I think it says more about Baker Mayfield than I think anybody else, right? That shows the undeniable leadership that he had. And of course, the entire system, Todd Bowles and everybody wanting to show the respect for Mike Evans to get him, that level of pay. So, that's doing one for the boys right there, man. That's what sports are all about. It's playing for the man next to you. And, I like to think we have a similar mentality with our team here at UA.
I like it. Play for your brothers.
Play for your brothers. Play for the man next to you.
Drop me a box number for that practice squad single, guys. Single and ready to mingle here in our practice squad. Who's got the box numbers? Box numbers here in the UA live break room. Off to a roaring start here at UA, like we always are, with the most wonderful customers in the business. You guys are the bomb. We got William Maynard, Justin Turner. I know what William's after. That Jason Witten is a Cowboy guy.
Yeah.
Justin Turner, Cub and Dodger legend, Michael Baldwin, Douglas Schoberg, Robert Chadbourne, Alfredo Lashoto, all in this practice squad number 2. Appreciate you guys. Let's rock. Let's roll here in the UA live break room. 11. Thank you. The Dante Culpepper box. 11. A little bit of salt and pepper. 4th down practice squad. We're kind of like almost reaching that 4th down territory in the series. We're not quite there. It's still like, it's 3rd down, 2nd down-ish. But we're getting close with only 12 boxes left now, guys, in the practice squad break. Dice roll is 8. We'll go 8 clicks. Good luck. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, Alfredo Lashoto. You got the NFC North, Alfredo. Douglas Schoberg in the NFC South. William Maynard, right where he wants to be for that. Jason Witten, NFC East. Justin Turner looking to turn the page to a W in the NFC West. Robert Chadbourne hoping to be king of the North. Justin Turner, AFC South. Alfredo Lashoto eating that Alfredo pasta, looking for the AFC East. And Michael Baldwin, related to Doug Baldwin, former Seahawk receiver. Maybe hoping Sam Darnold comes out at some point today. Although not in this spot. He's got the AFC West looking for the Marcus Allen flex. All right, what do we got here? In Jerry Maguire, they say, show me the money. We say, show me the mini. We got, a guy that I think we'll get a second chance with his OC taking over. Keon Coleman on the Buffalo Bill mini. Alfredo Lashoto, the pasta champ in the break room, is the break room champ with the Keon Coleman. So headliner ratio is just getting better and better in that practice squad after that Keon Coleman mini.
Yeah, for a guy like Keon Coleman, right? First round selection, couple of seasons ago, I still think he's the best downfield vertical one-on-one target that Josh Allen has. And look, you play next to Josh freaking Allen, man. So, you're going to naturally get those opportunities more and more. Like you said, there's going to be, Joe Brady, his OC. Now he's going to be the guy with the play caller sheet all across the board. I think that Joe Brady also had a big say in Buffalo taking Keon Coleman. So there's no reason on why he doesn't want to invest into Keon Coleman more. So that's a good hit.
Let's go. Nice job, Alfredo.
It's a good hit.
Very, very nice job, Mr. Alfredo here in the UA live break room. Hi, just sold my other one. Thanks, guys. You can never have too many. You can never have too many items in this break room. No doubt about that. Cream of the crop, the best of the best here in the UA live breaks. So let's keep it bumping, folks. Keep those orders moving, and we will keep the show buzzing here. Let's see, Rob. Let's see. Let me guess. Diamond's probably getting close. 4 to go in that diamond single. So drop that link in the chat. Let's diamond, guys. Let's diamond. The other one I'd recommend is the practice squad. Real quick, I believe, Rob, I just want to double check with you because you've been here. We just dropped the practice squad today, I believe.
Yes.
I want to double check on that secondary headliner, Chad Johnson, because I don't see it up on that big board. If you want to just double check whether we did pull a Chad Johnson or not in the winner's sheet.
I gotcha. Let me take a look here. So, yeah, Chad Johnson was pulled during the 12 p.m. show.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a jersey to Dustin Aronson. So
I believe that was never assigned.
You would be correct.
So
I'll
can you
assign
assign it? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I got you.
So it'll be actually one less headliner, but still it's a secondary headliner. Still got 3 speed flexes left, guys, in that practice squad. Actually, let's see the boxes. They're right there. So it would be less boxes left too. 5, 6, 8, 10. Is it? I think it might be 13
We
left.
can do if you want to refresh, I just assigned the Chad Johnson.
Okay, perfect.
Dustin Aronson. If you want to do a ticker.
Yeah, let's do a ticker check and double check how many boxes are left to be exact in the practice squad.
Yeah, for sure. So we got, let's see, these are a little out of order as well. Okay, so we got 2.
2. I got 2.
9.
Yep.
13.
There's no 11.
I believe
We just did 11, didn't we? So that's my bad.
Yep.
No 11. All right, go ahead.
18, 19, 20.
Yep.
21, 23.
Yep.
26, 8, 9, and 30.
So 26, 28, 29, 30.
Correct.
And how many total boxes is that?
That would be 4, 7, 10, 12.
12 boxes left.
Yeah, these 2 next to it, though, that's the other mixer series.
Okay.
These first 2.
So actually, I think you might have to adjust it. I'm guessing they just assigned Chad Johnson as a filler, probably. So
I know,
just saying 11 boxes though. So just say 12 boxes in the site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're able to do that. It is 12 boxes left, guys, in the practice squad. Still got 6 headliners though, 50% chance. Practice squad is a good option for you guys as well. 12 boxes also got 3 speed flexes. So 1 in 4 chance at a speed flex. Marcus Allen, AJ Brown. I love this Tennessee Titan lid. Where's Michael Wilcox? Where you at, Michael Mooning Wilcox? Let's get that Eddie George for you, brother. Awesome Tennessee Titans speed flex. The great Eddie George still out there here in the break room. So 3 flexes and 12 boxes. Then Rob, has Dom been doing the 1? I know some guys have been doing 2. Do you want to move the diamond to the best breaks here? Or if you do 2, we can at least put diamond and speed flex. I think the diamond to me right now is the top break. 2 top helmets in the room for me. In the diamonds, Mayfield and Evans, and the Amon-Ra St. Brown Lion speed flex. Got a question in the chat. We're going back to school, Rob. School, everyone's favorite time, right? Do we have any Lions fans or any Bucks fans? Raise your hands right now, guys. 2 custom speed flexes, the best Lions player, and then we have maybe the 2 best Bucks players on 1 lid. Also, I got to mention this. Are there any Ram fans? You get the wide receiver combo in that double box. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. I was right about one thing this offseason. We're discussing who's going to be the lead guy in LA. I said Puka will get the most catches and the most yards. Adams will get the most touchdown catches because of his red zone prowess. That is in fact correct. I'd have to crunch the numbers who was better in fantasy, Rob. Had to be pretty damn close. Because, PPR with Puka's catches, probably, if you're in a full PPR league, maybe Puka. Otherwise, maybe Devontae Adams with all those touchdowns. They were short touchdowns, but that's still 6 points in fantasy. So, awesome lids in that series for Ram fans. And we also have the double up of TJ Watt speed flex and Jamar Chase speed flex. These 2 lids combined are in the ballpark of $2,000 in value. Maybe a little bit less, but get it for only $206. You're looking up top fantasy receivers?
Yeah, I am.
Who was higher, Adams or Nacua?
Puka Nacua.
Still higher?
Puka Nacua was 1.
Okay.
And JSN was 2. Amon-Ra 3. Devontae Adams was 9.
Okay. Where was Jamar Chase?
4.
Okay. So they're all in here.
You want to, if you want to keep going with wide receivers, we have Zay Flowers, 7.
Okay.
Secondary headliner.
He's in here as well.
And we do not have this guy to my knowledge. It could be a hidden gem, but just got to show a little love. Michael Wilson, 10.
Ooh. We had him in the UA fantasy team, actually.
Yeah.
He went in for Tyreek Hill when Tyreek Hill got injured and did pretty good. So, got some dudes in here. We got some dudes in here.
Wandale Robinson, 14.
2-point conversion diamond series.
Oh my God.
A lot of great receivers that are good for 2-point conversions or 50-yard bombs, I guess, in this series.
Yep.
So 4 to go in that single box. Win yourself an authentic or a speed flex for as little as $103. I think JSN is phenomenal. I think JSN is a top 5 wideout, no doubt about it. But I think personally, Rob, if I were picking the 3 best receivers in football, for me, it's between Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Puka Nacua. Puka, by the way, was first in receiving yards per game. He just missed the game. That's why JSN was ahead of him. So had Puka played all the games, would have led the league in receiving yards. Those are my top 3 receivers in football. What do you think? Who's the best wideout? Are you picking Chase, Puka? I'm on Ra's up there. Obviously, Devontae Adams is still up there. If I had to pick one, I have been Team Jefferson, but the way Jamar Chase is playing, he's incredible.
This is like this is Sophie's choice of wide receivers.
Lamb's up there too. You're right.
I hope you know what you're doing to me here. Man, that's tough. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb has definitely answered that conversation. I don't think many people would go with this guy, but I think Amon-Ra is very, very underrated. Obviously, photoed headliner in this series. I would probably have to go with Justin Jefferson would be my number 1 guy. Jamar Chase, I think it's 1A, 1B between the 2 of them.
Who's your 3 then?
Jay Jett is, that's tough.
Puka. Say it, Puka. Jump on that Puka train.
I might have to. Yeah, I think he's the best one-on-one receiver in the game, the most physical possession catch guy. If you want spectacular highlights, if you want a guy that can go up and get a really tough contested catch, he's your dude. But Jay Jett is the all-time regular season leader in yards per game on a game-by-game basis.
Fun fact, it's actually changed that I have to update my own stats.
Is it now?
It's now Puka.
Puka's number even more.
So Puka's now 1 and Jefferson's 2.
Just because Jay Jettis has done it for a little bit longer. And again, if Jay Jettis didn't have the year he had this year from his quarterbacks, I'm sorry for any Vikings fans out there I might be offending. We know he'd still be at 1, but Puka, man, one of the best stories in the sport.
Right? So many great helmets, guys, in that Diamond series. Let us know what the best receiver is. Let us know who's jumping in that break. Only 4 to go in that single. Now, we know usually around, 8 p.m., 7:30, the big dogs come out to play, and these doubles and these quads start getting bought out very, very quickly. Get in while you still can before the spots get bought out super quickly. And by the way, I know the single is 4 to go, but I used to play a little bit of chess in middle school, Rob, and I'm told that the best way to do it is to be a couple steps ahead of the opponent.
Yeah.
So think of it this way. The single's going to fill up. Might as well get your spots in the double. Because I personally, if I were playing this break room, Rob, I would only play in the double box breaks or maybe the quads if I got a big parlay win or something. Just because I like the concept of winning 2 helmets with 1 spot. Like, for example, you get a Puka Nacua and a Devontae Adams autographed, authentic, 2 of them for only $206. That's robbery. You get 2 speed flexes, TJ Watt and Jamar Chase, for only $206. Those 2 lists combined are in the ballpark close to 10 times that value. And you can still get in the quad, by the way. Watt, Chase, Zay Flowers, and James Harrison are options in here. So I would definitely think about that double box as well as that single box in the diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond, guys. And then that practice squad, we have... So I don't know if you had a chance to look at this, Rob. If you could just adjust it to say 12 boxes left, because I'm guessing what ended up happening is that the Chad Johnson was assigned, but it's probably assigned as a filler. So I think the system thinks we have 1 less box.
Yeah, I can go in there and fix that. Sorry, I was just...
No, you're good. No problem.
Yeah, I got you.
But I was going to say 6 headliners and 12 boxes. What I like about this series is that we have some stuff we don't often get. Like, we almost never get Jason Witten. Very, very famous Cowboy player. Very, very rare autograph in the room. Jason Witten, flash authentic, extremely rare. Sam Darnold, Seahawk jersey. We don't get that often, Mr. Sam Darnold. Eddie George, we get sometimes, but not on a speed flex, Rob. That's awesome. Speaking of best receivers in football, I know the numbers weren't where they were a couple years ago, but you and I did not even mention this guy, who, by the way, according to Pro Football Focus, was number 1 in the NFL 2 years ago. Advanced stats metrics here, A.J. Brown. So get those spots, ladies and gents. Let's rock and roll in that practice squad break. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. Definitely assume that one will be hot as well. How you guys doing tonight? Good evening, Trev. How's everyone doing tonight? Let us know what you're up to on a Tuesday night. What's for dinner? Do you guys got any good bets cooking? And most importantly, let us know what you want to win in the break room. Obviously, if you can play, that's best case scenario, Rob. But even if you can't play, if you were able to play, what item would you want out there? Because as soon as people start talking about items, this room heats up and we shut this place down, Rob Hill. So let us know, guys, what you're thinking.
It's the last thing that Common and I want. You don't want to see us. Look, Common's in a good mood. He's got his powder blue on. I'm in a great mood. I'm getting to the point where I'm putting on this UA shirt. And it's not skin tight on me anymore. I got a new...
I heard you lost 11 pounds. I heard some of the 3 p.m. show.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I've lost...
Can I take some of them off here?
You know what? I actually will recommend something, a shameless plug here for 5 seconds. Check out Clean Eats in Algonquin. They have their own cafe in there, and they have meal plans. My girlfriend and I have been doing them to start off the year. They're really good portion meals. I'm just saying, man, like, it's a really good thing. It's helped me a lot. And it actually is filling enough to where it's like to the point where it's like I'm not up at 3 a.m. like raiding anybody's pantry. and like having those like late night cravings, which is what's been kicking my ASS for a long
that's
time.
my excuse. I work all the night shows and I got to eat late at night after I go home. So that's my excuse, Rob.
That's fair. Last Tuesday, first place I went to, Taco Bell.
That's
That was the first place I went to. Real quick though, as much as I want to continue to talk about food, here's the thing. I did update the practice squad.
Yes,
it is
it's
back.
12.
It is back up to 12 boxes, which is fine. Now in this situation, by the way, I can't manually go in and adjust that because you were right. Dustin Aronson's Chad Johnson award winner, item winner was a non-headliner assigned earlier today.
Yeah.
So I did put in the secondary. However, just going forward, how you have fixed that, you in the series details, the total number of boxes, you have to bump it up to 31.
Yeah.
So in that case, you just elevate it. So now it's at 12.
Sounds good.
Now it'll be good going forward.
Oh, God. Marinated pork chops with veggies sitting on my lazy boy.
Sounds like a good night.
Jump in the brakes, Trev. Jump in the brakes, man. Get your spots here at Ultimate Autographs. Let's get those break orders, guys. Let's get this series moving. I am feeling so good, and I am feeling so generous right now. I'm feeling extremely generous. I want to offer up a little special for the Speedflex break. Because I know we have the diamonds, which are awesome. We have an all Speedflex break. It is $167 a spot for the single. $334 for the double in that Speedflex break. 4 Speedflexes left. All of them will be high quality. We have the Myles Garrett Speedflex still out there. The single season sack leader. I'm going to offer up, let's go with $25 store credit, Rob Hill. Let's go $20 of store credit. I don't want to get fired here. Offer up too much. Any spot bought in the Speedflex single will get $20 back. You buy in the double, you get $40 back.
Wow.
And that'll be for the next 20 minutes. I'll put a timer up. Give you guys a little incentive in that Speedflex break. So 20-minute timer. Haven't had to use one of these in a while. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh, look at that. Still got it, baby.
There you go.
20-minute timer. So any spots, I'll put this in the chat as well. Any spots bought in the Speedflex single get $20 in-store credit for next 20 minutes. And then the double get $40. So nice little incentive if you want to jump in that series. Shouldn't even have to offer it because it's all Speedflexes. Just something to keep in mind, though, if you want to take advantage of that offer here for the next 19 minutes and change, guys. Otherwise, having a good time here at UA, Rob. Having a good time.
Absolutely, bro.
No doubt about it. We do have some action in the diamonds, by the way. I see that someone took my advice, got in that diamond double, and the diamond singles down to 3 to go. Looks like Alfredo Lachoto jumped in. Thank you, Mr. Alfredo. Also got in the practice squad. And then Heath got into the diamond and the jersey. Here's how I know Alfredo is a veteran of the break room. He jumped in the practice squad and the diamonds. 2 breaks we know will happen tonight. So jump in the breaks that will happen. I'll give you guys all the sort of 411 and the information. Because I know you guys obviously want to be in breaks that will go down. The diamond will happen tonight. Single, diamond, 3 spots to go. Our most likely break to happen next. That double was 7 to go. Rob and I will be here till at least 9:30.
At least.
At least. If it's busy, could be 10, could be 11. That is minimum 2 hours and 40 minutes. Those 7 spots will go in 2 hours and 40 minutes. That break will definitely happen. Practice squad. We have 3 speed flexes and 12 boxes. Hall of Famer Marcus Allen, 85 NFL MVP inscription. Future Hall of Famer A.J. Brown, all-time great Tennessee running back Eddie George. 3 flexes with 12 boxes left. Not to mention Jason Witten still in there. Future Hall of Fame tight end, one of the greatest ever to play the position. Sam Darnold, what a great quarterback he's been this season. Then Zach Thomas, Hall of Fame linebacker. You can get a speed flex for as little as $51. I mean, these flexes are close to 20 times that value, Rob, in that practice squad single. So that is, that break will sell out. Now, we have a lot of other great breaks. The jersey break, 4 to go in the single chase wheel spin, that'll close as well. You can get a Drew Brees jersey for as little as $29 with a Super Bowl MVP inscription, number 2 all-time pass yards and passing touchdowns. You can get the Super Bowl champion to be Kenneth Walker III. That gives you an idea of who I'm picking this weekend. I got Seattle, Rob, this weekend.
Yeah.
I got the Hawks, baby.
No, the favorites? No, I got Seattle as well, but I do have New England on the spread.
Okay.
I do think it'll be pretty close. Revenge will be extracted. But yeah, Ken Walker's gonna be a huge part of that. I mean, he's been a beast. They call him Skywalker for a reason, right? So
Does he use the Force?
Yeah, Skywalker. And unfortunately, what do we call Seattle? People that live in Seattle, Seattleans. Unfortunately, they won't be able to enjoy a nice glass of Zach Charbonnet in the Super Bowl this weekend because of
Kenneth Walker's better though.
He is better.
So get more carries, which is good for him.
And for people that like to bet anytime touchdowns, they won't get vultured by Charbonnet, so they don't have to worry about that. But do you think it'll be close? Because I've talked to some of our coworkers here, and they're leaning very, very far left on the blowout spectrum for Seattle. That's from what I've been gathering. Yeah.
I got the Pats covering Seattle winning. That's what I'm thinking. 4.5, I think.
I think it goes to 5.5. I think it'll continue.
I think Seattle wins by a field goal, keeping that Mizzou tradition alive. Mizzou backup quarterback Chase Daniel winning with Drew Brees, who was in that Jersey series. Mizzou backup quarterback Blaine Gabbert won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. And Mizzou backup quarterback Drew Lock about to win one with Sam Darnold. So how do you win a Super Bowl? Get a Mizzou to be your backup. Somebody call Brady Cook of the Jets. Give him a call. Make him your backup, your third string, or whatever it takes. Get Brady Cook on your roster, Rob Hill. That is my advice for people.
I love it. Just to let you know, Trevor, I got you, my man. He did get a spot in that Speed Flex single. So that's you said 25 on the single, 40 for the double, correct?
No, 20 for the single, 40 for the double.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's $20 in store credit. We have 15 minutes left. Any spots bought in the Diamonds or Speedflex single get $20 in store credit. You buy in the Speedflex double, $40 in store credit. That only counts for the next 15 minutes. And that is all Speedflexes. Just to clarify, if you're wondering what is a Speedflex, what is this knucklehead talking about? Well, the Speedflex is what most of the pros wear. It's got this special padding in there. It's got the bar on the top. To give you guys a rough estimate, retail value on Riddell.com, it's about $750 for a Speedflex. The standard authentic around $350. Again, retail value. So the Speedflex is worth over double the authentic before the signatures. So actually, believe it or not, a filler hit, a non-headliner in the Speedflex series will typically be worth more than a lot of the authentics that are even photo headliners than the diamonds. So that's your best spot for the biggest items in there. And how often do we see a name like a Marcus Allen, who's a photo headliner in the practice squad? A name like a Jim Kelly, who's usually a secondary headliner, if not photoed, that end up being the Anmore section. Michael Vick, another name that could be in that series, for example, Rob. That Speedflex series is absolute fire. Packer Trev making a good move jumping in there. I don't blame you one bit, Packer Trev. That's where I would be if I could play the breaks, the Speedflex series, personally. So great move there, Trev. Making those moves, jumping in our Speedflex break.
Yeah, definitely. And, for me personally, if I was my first time, because we've actually had in the first hour here comment 3 new buyers stop into the UA Live break room. Yeah, well,
what did they get into?
So taking a look here, we actually just had one. We had Michael Halligan, got a spot on 3 different series. He got a single in the QB mixer. And then where else did Michael go? He got a spot in the Jersey single and double. Most recent order we got was Heath Greider. He got a spot in the Jersey single and the Diamond single as well.
Okay.
So Heath, that's what I would have recommended regardless. The reason why, for a multitude of reasons, again, 50% chance of landing yourself a headliner. But things are a little bit more special in the Diamonds than they already are. You'll hear comments say this religiously. I like to say this when I host as well. All authentic helmets are better in the Diamond series. You get a Super Bowl square on anything authentics or better as we are going to, let's say I got my math, there's 51 spots left. We're almost halfway through our Super Bowl squares. So guys, We still have a lot of series left up in the room that have Authentics and Speed Flexes throughout. You guys land that, and guess what, Common? If we end up actually closing out one of these series tonight, we have a series coming up next that is littered with Authentics and Speed Flexes, so that can even accumulate even more Super Bowl squares, which could lead to somebody winning $1,000.
Let me break this down, Rob, for the newer people that probably don't understand what we're talking about. Our regulars probably know this, but I want to put it out there. So, like I said, the authentic helmets with signatures, retail value, a lot of the lesser names will be around $400, maybe $500. A lot of the photoed headliners, $700, $800. The Speed Flexes like the dual sign custom Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield, worth around $1,500. You can jump in a diamond for $103 and profit over $1,000. You jump in a jersey break for $29. The best jerseys are worth around $200, maybe a little more, but your best case to profit with one spot is about $200 in the jerseys. Maybe a little bit more with the Drew Brees, maybe $300 in that ballpark. You get in the diamonds and you win yourself a non-headliner. You would profit about $300 for the worst hit of the series.
Yeah.
You get yourself a headliner, you could profit over $1,000. So if you're gonna buy one spot, your best chance to profit over 8 tries is the diamonds. Now, if you want to buy multiple spots, get yourself better odds to win. That's why I can see why you do the jerseys. I will say this though, I get it. Maybe you don't have $103. You only have 29. I'm gonna give you guys the midway point. Because we used to say new customers, get your feet wet in the jerseys. That is no longer my recommendation. Because it's $29 a spot of the jerseys. If I'm a new customer who doesn't know what's going on, I'm not filthy rich, I want to experience something new, I would actually start yourself in the practice squad. Because it is only $22 more than the jersey for the single. $51, you can win a Speed Flex that's worth over $500, over $600, over $700. You could profit $600-$700 in the practice squad. You can only profit a couple $100 in the jerseys. So if you're a new guy, these helmets are worth the most money. They're Speed Flexes what the pros were in the games. If I'm a new customer and I'm still figuring things out, I'm in the practice squad. Now, with that said, if I'm a new customer that's got money to spend, I got that exposable income, I'm the big dog or big gal at work, I make all that moolah, you get in the good stuff, the bougie stuff, Rob. I'm on Ross St. Brown, customized Speed Flex. These are extremely rare helmets for a top 5 receiver in football. Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield, dual sign Speed Flex. I've never seen this before. I cannot say it's a one of one, but if it's not a one of one, it's definitely one of few. So that's the bougie stuff. Think Valentine's Day. You're taking your date, not to Taco Bell or McDonald's, as much as we love Mickey D's and T-Bell.
Yes, we do.
You're taking them to a fancy restaurant, Rob, and you're getting in that Speed Flex series or the Diamonds. That's what I've always been recommended personally as the play. So up to you guys, though. Whatever you guys want to rock and roll with, we are more than happy to party here with our terrific, wonderful, wonderful customers.
Yeah, shout out to Trevor getting a spot in that diamond single, so he has brought that bad boy down to 2. And then speaking of newbies, again we
Noobs.
We Beetlejuiced a noob.
Let's go.
Santino Peyton hopped in with not 1, not 2, but 3 spots in the jersey single.
Emperor Palpatine? No, I'm sorry. My apologies.
Wow. Okay.
You guys were talking Star Wars
I was
earlier.
going to say we were. I was going to say no.
I got jealous.
I was going to say I thought you were a blue lightsaber guy too. So much for that.
I am a blue lightsaber guy.
So much for that.
I make exceptions. Hey guys that currently in the chat. Which, by the way, this chat is way too quiet for my liking tonight. Let the new people know about how special our break room family is, because this is a family atmosphere. A lot of lifelong friends are made here. We buy, we sell, we trade. It's an awesome, awesome community. If you are a new customer, we want to get to know you guys. Let us know what your favorite football teams are. Maybe baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, wrestling, whatever sport you like. Let us know your favorite sports passions. Let us know what athletes you love, and we'll let you know if they're in our break room. Also, a quick reminder, memorabilia game can be interesting, can be tricky, can be, in some cases, fake. A lot of fake autographs out there. Everything we offer at Ultimate Autographs is autographed and all of it is authenticated by a third party. All our helmets come with, for example, these days QR codes usually, occasionally the paper slip, but this one, for example, Jonathan Taylor, Fanatic certified. You're not getting ripped off here. You're getting the real deal here with the awesome, awesome helmets. So Den's a Colts guy, of course, Den. Colts all day. Does not surprise me one bit for Den McKeon. What's going on, Den? The best Colts player, no doubt about it. JT Jonathan Taylor, the king of the Colts here in the break room.
Absolutely. Well, Jonathan Taylor, comment, I think you would agree, is he's starting to feel a little lonely up there next to you. How about we get another headliner in the Diamonds to join him? So we just
How about
got
a speed flex?
I would love that. I'd love that to join Tony Romo, who, by the way, I am not going to try to impersonate. That is a Dom Pellegrini thing.
I don't know, Jim.
I don't know.
Dom and I do that all the time.
I can't. I don't know how you guys do it.
I don't know, Jim.
I'll stick to my Yoda from earlier.
Hey, we got a mofo in the break room. Joyce Mofo. That's her name.
Okay.
I'm just in the name.
Oh.
Heath Grider, what's up, Heath? Let us know, Heath. New guy in the room. Let us know what team you like and how you heard about UA. We got Tony Nazovsky, Michael Baldwin, Michael Poulos, Robert Chadbourne, Heath Grider, Trevor Jurek, Joyce Mofo, and Samuel Nelson. Diamond single number 1. Go ahead and drop me a box number. All the Bears stuff hibernating. Practice squad is an awesome duo. I've played all, but I agree with you, comment. Thank you so much there, Toe. Appreciate that. Bears stuff is in the break room. We are based out of the Chicagoland area, Burr Ridge. Guys like Mike Singletary, DJ Moore, Dick Butkus, Luther Burden, who I pulled last night. My guy Luther could be in the and more section, guys. I've got a lot of Bear items in the room. And yes, I'm sure Caleb Williams will be coming up at some point soon. And we call him King Caleb here in the break room. No doubt about that. So 23 coming up. Speaking of Chicago, the MJ number, 2-3.
There's a lot of reports and outlets that got, you know what the phrase centelled means on Twitter, where you get faked out by like a fake account.
Oh, the Adam Schefter fake accounts?
Yeah, like Adam Schefter fake accounts. Yeah, well, Bleacher Report and ESPN both got centelled today when a fake Jaden Ivey fan account was like, does anybody have the number 23 that I could use in Chicago? And they believed it. They thought it was a real account. But somebody just made the account like that day, and they believed it. They thought it was Jaden Ivey.
Nice.
So like all these posts are like, oh, he wants him to unretire MJ.
I don't think he's wearing 23 in Chicago anytime soon.
I'd probably agree.
Not going to happen.
Which, by the way, Common.
Yes.
There it is. There it is. So that is now official. Okay, so real quick before you get into this break, for those that care about hardwood hoops, here you go. Breaking news. This was actually reported last night, and it's now official. The Los Angeles Clippers are trading James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland in a second-round pick. Wow. A swap of elite point guards going from coast to coast.
Crazy.
Yeah, Harden and D. Mitch in Cleveland, and now Darius Garland and Kawhi out on the West Coast.
That'll be very, very interesting. Harden's been very solid this year. Even more solid as the Diamonds, though. We got Michael Poulos in the NFC North, Samuel Nelson, NFC South, Trevor Jurek, NFC East, Heath Grider, new guy in the break room, NFC West. Welcome, welcome, Heath. Do you think he likes Heath bars? I doubt it. A lot of people don't like Heath bars, Rob. I'm told those are not the tastiest candy bars out there. That's what I'm told, at least. We got ourselves Tanya Nazovsky, AFC North, Michael Baldwin, AFC South. We got ourselves in the AFC East, Joyce Mofo, and Robert Chadbourne, AFC West. Good luck, guys. Diamond single number 3.
Good luck, good luck.
This is the hot break tonight, and rightfully so. By the way, only 3 minutes left for that Speed Flex offer. $20 in store credit for the single, $40 for the double. Get in that all Speed Flex break, folks. This is a name we don't get in the break room often. You know, I'm a firm believer, Rob, that every great team, to really be really good, you got to have a Robin. You know, if Batman had Robin.
Always.
You got to have your number 2. This is a guy that would be number 1 probably in about half the teams in the NFL. It is one of the best number 2s, T. Higgins.
Wow.
On the Bengals Flash Authentic Pretty rare autograph in the room as well.
Tanya.
Tanya Nazovsky, one spot on the T. Higgins with the orange ink, the orange face mask. Very, very solid hit there, Tanya. Congrats on T. Higgins. Very, very nice. Great community, says Doug. If you win something you don't like, someone else in here will probably trade you with a nice piece of item for your winnings. There we go. Heath says they are good. Bet on the teeth, though. There we go, Heath. What's the squad, Heath? He's like, not these people making Heath bar jokes again. What's your squad, Heath? Favorite football team? Favorite sports teams? Do let us know, my man. T. Higgins. By the way, Rob,
Yes,
T. Higgins this last season tied with your boy Trey McBride and Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's in this series, and Dallas Goedert for second in receiving touchdowns in football. 11 receiving touchdowns in only 15 games for T.
I was going to
Higgins.
say he missed time as well. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, there was some, I think the real conversation for T is if you took him off of Cincinnati and you have, again, 31 other teams at your disposal, how many of those teams could you confidently say he would be the number one wide receiver on?
About 15 is what I said. Roughly half.
I was going to say, there's an overwhelming amount. I would probably say maybe even more than that. So shout out to him for wanting to stick alongside his buddy Jamar Chase. And again, still, I believe the best, probably outside of the Rams with Nakua and Adams, probably the best 1-2 tandem in football right now.
Got to be up there, yeah.
He's an incredible red zone threat, about as reliable as they come. And shout out to Tani as well, by the way, the Bengals, who played in the Super Bowl not too long ago in 2022. She's going to get herself a Super Bowl square.
Not bad, Tanya. All Authentics get a Super Bowl square. Not too shabby on that hit right there. T. Higgins here in the break room. Heath's a Pats fan. What's up, Heath? Patriot fan. We do get a lot of Pats in the break room. Rob Gronkowski populates this room all the time. I don't see a Pats headliner at the current moment. But we know Rodney Harrison could be out there, Teddy Bruschi. We could have LeGarrette Blount. Could be all sorts. There is a James Harrison, actually. Oh, that's Steelers. James, not Rodney. But a lot of Patriots could be out there for sure. No doubt about it.
So we got two different things going on right now. We got literally getting saved by the bell here over the course of that break. Joshua Cook ended up getting a spot in that Speed Flex.
$20?
$20 right as time expires here behind us.
Mm-hmm. And there's a jersey sold out too, I see.
Yeah, and Samuel Nelson closes out the jerseys, and there goes that kaleidoscope.
There we go.
Starting to mess with me.
It's not the ticking bomb, at least. What was that gingerbread man that was dying back in the day?
Gingerbread man on Christmas. No.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
The one that lives on Drury Lane.
Right?
The Muffin Man. So we're going to have that jersey closeout. We're going to have money going towards Joshua on the Speedflex side of things. I think that's a great deal, man. I was honestly expecting an entire Speedflex to close out at that rate. Because, you got, Myles Garrett and Chad Johnson. You got that.
Not bad.
So it's not bad. That's a potential double up right there, right? So
not bad at all, guys. Get those spots, ladies and gents. So we have a jersey single coming up. Jersey single. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys, here in the break room. And Mr. Doug won his favorite team, TJ Watt Steeler jersey in the practice squad. Rob, open up the box. There you go.
I did indeed.
I heard the biggest Rob Hill fan in the world is Dougie Scooter. Biggest Rob Hill fan out there.
You know what?
Your girlfriend's getting jealous, Rob. No, she's getting jealous.
Yeah, if she wasn't making dinner right now, she would probably be typing some not so nice things towards my man Fuglin. But yeah, me and Fug go back a long ways. It's actually really cool because that's what makes the community so great. You've obviously you're a staple here at UA, so you have guys like this all the time, right? That come back that you've opened up a lot of boxes with. We even get some people that think 4-leaf clover, lucky host, producer type thing.
Oh, that's a thing.
I always win when I tune in and I buy in a breaks and you're on. It just happens to be one of those things. And it's what makes this community so great.
100%. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate you, brother. Jersey single coming up, number 8. Go ahead and drop me a box number. I got a lot of new blood in here. We got Santino Pyenton. Santino, if I butchered that, please correct me. We got Heath Grider, Roger Russell, Michael Halligan, We have Ashley Forbes from Forbes magazine is here in the house. And Samuel Nelson. Jam-packed people here. Jersey single. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. Our 8th jersey single here in the UA Live break room. Absolutely cruising here on a Tuesday night in the UA Live break room. Tuesday, let's party. All right, no box number, so I'll go to the wheel, Rob. I will pull up our wheel, and our wheel is going to pick our number for the jerseys. Once the wheel is up, all numbers are closed. We will do, how about my favorite number, 8 for the jersey break. 8. All right, we will not do 8 because 8's not available. We have 7 or 9. So pick your wheel, 7 or 9 for the jerseys. What's up, Swain Train? Internet went out. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry, brother. The timer was for $20 of store credit for getting into the Speedflex single. $40 for jumping in the Speedflex double. And I'm so nice right now, I'm going to offer up a little secret wheel spin. It's 7:12. If anyone gets in by 7:15, I'll extend that offer, Michael. So if you missed the chance, you buy in the Speedflex single, we'll give you $20 back. You buy in the Speedflex double, $40 back. Now we'll spin between 7 or 9 here, Rob. If you wait for the next one, all right, that's fine. No worries, brother. The next Speedflex will not run until probably the end of the month for the All Speedflex series. So you might have to wait about 27 days or so, Mr. Swain Train, but that's fine. I mean, people are patient, Rob. 27 days is nothing for some people. Let's do 9 for the jersey. 9 for the jersey here. The Shane Matthews number, Jim McMahon number. You get, $20 in store credit per spot. So if you buy 3 spots in the single, it's $60. You buy 7 spots in the single, $140 in store credit. You buy in the double, it's double 20, it's $40. That's only for the next 2 minutes, by the way, Michael. So think fast, as they say, right? $20 per spot. A little bit of special offer for our customers for jumping in the best break we offer, the All Speedflex. And we have a couple guys took advantage of that already. Giving you guys a second chance to do so right now. So 7 and 8 clicks. Roger Russell has the NFC North. Heath Grider has the NFC South. Again, I'm going to try this one. Centino Pyentin in the NFC East, NFC West. Michael Halligan, AFC North. Centino Pyentin, AFC South. Samuel Nelson, AFC East. And Ashley Forbes in the AFC West. Good luck, guys. Box 9 for the jersey here. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, here we go. Speaking of Robins, we had the T. Higgins and Jamar Chase earlier, Rob. Here's the Robin to Brian Urlacher, a 7-time Pro Bowler, Bear legend, Lance Briggs.
Very nice.
NFC North, the King of the North, Roger Russell with the Lance Briggs jersey. A guy that I believe, in my opinion, should be a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Might take a while, but eventually he might get there. Lance Briggs.
Yeah, a guy that once led the league in tackles, and like you said, now are you sure that his Brian Urlacher's Robin wasn't Hunter Hillemeyer? You sure about that?
Ooh, Hunter Hillemeyer was good too, but not quite as good as those two guys.
This is absolutely.
That's a good reference.
I've actually never mentioned this before on air.
Oh, here we go.
This is wild. The first pro athlete I've ever met in my life. So crazy throwback real quick for Hunter Hillemeyer. So do you remember back in the day they had all those like Got Milk ads that were like running crazy in like the early to mid 2000s?
Yeah, I started
all
one.
the time. Okay,
no, I'm just kidding.
So he was actually, when he was with the Bears, he was actually a part of some ad promos and campaigns for that. So I remember coming to school one day and he was like, basically like fat heads and posters of him were like all hung up throughout the school. And not only was he doing that, but he was also working for charities for like heart disease research in the Chicagoland area.
Okay.
So there's this girl at my elementary school who was going through some sort of, heart issue. And he actually ended up visiting our school, which was really cool. So the whole school actually had this whole like school-wide event where like it It was like jump rope for, I think her name was Casey. And I'll never forget it. Like we was like the kids were like doing like jump rope for the guy and everything. And he was like doing the jump rope with them. It was like a really cool, raised like thousands of dollars for it. It was a cool day, man.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
very cool.
very, very cool stuff. Yeah.
He's a good jump roper, Hunter Hillmeyer.
I cannot recall, but I would assume he was better than most of the kids.
There you go. There you go. So Jersey breaking the books. Did anyone take advantage of that Speedflex offer? They did not. 7-16. So no advantage there, but 5 to go in that diamond double. We are knocking on that door. Now, I'm a best case scenario guy. I cannot guarantee this because nothing in life is guaranteed except for, as we say, death, taxes, and a good time at UA. So we have for $206. Now, this is in the ballpark of $1,000. The TJ Watt Rave Speedflex could be worth a little bit less. Jamar Chase could be worth a little bit less. Roughly $1,000 retail value. You find the right buyer, a mega Bengals Steeler fan, you could possibly sell these for $2,000 combined, maybe more. $206, one spot, get yourself $2,000 of retail value, Rob. I would say that's pretty darn good.
Yep.
$200 or $2,000? What do you like better?
The one with the more zeros.
The extra zero. We have the second best defensive player in football, TJ Watt on a speed flex, and we have maybe the best receiver in football, if not the best, definitely top 2 or 3. 2 of the best players in the game, AFC North double up. We have the NFC West double up, the teammates, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. You're talking about best receiver duos. You had Chase and Higgins number 1. I got Chase and Higgins number 2. My number 1 is Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. Because I still think Devontae Adams has plenty left in the tank. Led the league in receiving touchdowns. If Puka's top 3, Adams is top 10. The best receiving duo in football, Nacua and Adams. Forget the double ups. Let's be real. For $206, this is a dual autographed helmet. It's a Baker Mayfield and a Mike Evans custom rave, both inscribed, a visor. This lid worth around $1,500, Rob. You can get it for $206. I'd be in that double box right now in the 2-point conversion series. We have 3 top 5 receivers in football. Amon-Ra. We have Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua. 4 top 10 receivers in football, counting Devontae Adams. If not 5, Rob. You said Zay Flowers, number 7 in fantasy points. And then Mike Evans, when he's healthy, he might be top 10 as well. You can argue 6 of the 10 best receivers in football in this series. Top 2 defensive player, TJ Watt. All authentic helmets. I'm noticing something about the photo headliners left. These are all custom. Ripped Lion Speedflex with the blue visor. Custom Rave Speedflex for the Bucks. Flash authentic on Puka Nacua. TJ Watt, the yellow Rave, which, by the way, guys, if you've won one of these in person, it looks even so much sharper in person than the image. And then Jamar Chase, we get a lot of Bengal helmets. That white alternate is actually really rare. We hardly ever get that helmet.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful lid, Jamar Chase. Beautiful signature, too. Everyone talks about how the wide receivers suck at autographs, how the modern players can't sign. Jamar Chase says, I can do both. I can sign, I can catch the ball, I can do it all. Jay Chase. And then Devontae Adams on that awesome rave for the Rams. Guys, get your spots. That diamond will sell out quickly. Get in while you still can. 5 to go in that double box in the 2-point conversion diamonds. I guess let me ask you this. What's the number 2 lid in this series? Because I think number 1 is Evans and Mayfield. If you could give me a Mount Rushmore of this series, Rob, and that goes for the chat as well. If Evans and Mayfield is 1, what's 2 through 4? Because I'm going to shock you. You know how much I love my blue visor?
I do.
My number 2 is the TJ Watt. Because I've seen this helmet in person, that yellow. It's got that Mizzou vibes. Number 2 is TJ Watt for me. Number 3 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. And number 4 is the Jamar Chase White Speedflex for me.
I would have to go with, starting off with the number 2 for that. I love the Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that the Amon-Ra is absolutely fantastic. Again, Chase is my number 1, and then that's where it gets really tough for me. I'm gonna have to go the Mayfield Evans 3, and then
that's your number 3.
Yeah, that's gonna be my number.
Damn.
And then my TJ Watt is gonna be number 4. So again, I'm telling you, man, this is the thing about UA. It's the Sophie's choice of helmets here. So it's like asking to pick between some of your favorite kids. For those that have multiple children out there, you know, you say out loud like, "Oh, I love them all equally," but deep down inside, if you really have to deep internally to ask yourself, you know which one is your favorite. And just like us here, we love every lid that we have, like genuinely, whether it's an emotional connection, an aesthetic connection, whatever the case might be. We all have our own personal preferences. Hence why we do the hits of the show at the end of every night. But trust me, we want you guys to make this as hard of a decision as possible for Common and I. There's too much empty space up on this table right now. We want it to be filled with those speed flexes that are on the headline.
Yeah, Rob. For example, now that I'm not with my ex anymore, I love Henry so much. Henry's a little guy.
Yeah.
But my favorite dog out there is my guy Messi. Woo. National Golden Retriever Day. Shout out to Messi.
Shout out to Messi, man.
That's my guy.
That's cool, bro.
Dougie's saying Bucks, Lions, Steelers are the 3 for me. How about that? 3 for the Steeler fan. Man, I agree that albino chase lid is awesome. The albino chase. That's one way to describe it there. We don't get that often in the break room. Jay Chase in the house. So what? By the way, the practice squad is down to 2 to go.
Yeah.
$51 for a speed flex. One of my favorite standard helmets in the game, Rob. Speaking of, we talk video games on the show. The first Madden game I ever played.
Nice.
Madden 01 for the PS1. Eddie George on the cover.
Very cool.
Played in that Super Bowl where they were 1 yard short. Air McNair to Dyson. Mike Jones with the tackle. A staple of those Tennessee teams. That was back when they would run Eddie George into the ground. Didn't need a backup running back. 300 carries, no problem. Hand the ball off to Eddie George, over 10,000 yards for his career. Again, we don't get that speed flex often. $51 for that. And that is highway robbery in the practice squad. Here's one for you. Here's one I'll throw out there. Speaking of best receivers in football, I want this dude to join the Bears. A.J. Brown. Bring him to Chicago. Because the Bears have a lot of really good receivers. A lot of number 2s, as I say. Luther Burden, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze. All those guys are great number 2s. They get this guy as number 1. Shut it down. Super Bowl coming to Chicago. Get me AB11 in the house. That's an awesome lid right there for sure. A.J. Brown, speed flex. That is very, very clean. Fantastic book reader. Fantastic receiver for $51 in that practice squad.
Yeah, I heard that book that he's been reading comments so much is the Bears playbook for 2026.
Sign him up. Sign him up. He's ready to play, coach.
Sign us up for this. How about signing us up for the playbook jersey double instead?
I'm okay with that.
Penny Russell buying out the last 5 spots.
Penny for your thoughts. Let's do it, Penny.
Yeah.
Penny for your thoughts here in the UA live break room.
What jersey are you going after here, Penny? Feel free to let us know.
Got to be Drew Brees, right?
I would hope
$29 for Drew Brees or double that in the double. Not too shabby.
The most underappreciated player in NFL history, Drew Brees.
Hands down. Hands down. Jersey double, go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. What the heck? You guys gave my son the Bears jersey that was supposed to be mine. Don't be selfish. Give it to your kid. Give it to your kid. Be a good dad. Kiddo deserves it. Jersey double. We got Michael Holligan. What's up, Mike? Let us know what team you like and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. New guy in the room. We got the Mac Attack. Brent Mack in the house. Cooking up some wins. Joshua Cook. Penny for your thought. Russell in here as well. Give me 2 box numbers, guys, for the playbook jersey double. Did you make a reference to this break when you said that about the playbook? Was that because of this break?
Possibly.
Thank you, Rob. Good job, brother.
Possibly. Well, I'm impressed. I was gonna say I haven't gotten any zingers from you or any tips of the cap since that Ronnie Sayer Wendy's reference a few weeks back. So
4 for 4.
Yeah, where is 4 for 4 is the real question.
Because I'm hungry on this show.
Might be dude. I'm just saying, Uber Eats, you might be getting a call from me really soon.
Right?
I'm not even kidding.
Of course, we have a new Refer a Friend this month. Yes, Michael. Our marketing team has not picked the giveaway yet, but there will be a Refer a Friend giveaway. So you refer your friends right now. You'll be entered in for the drawing for this next month. Josh cooking up 7 and 14 here. Michael Vick and Steve Grogan, 7 and 14 for the jerseys. Thank you, Josh. I'll get those off the ticker, and those are coming up here in the break room.
Let's see here. We're also closed out on that. I'll grab those boxes, but we also just closed out on that practice squad single.
Thank you, guys.
Robert Pratt, from one Robert to another. Thank you.
Great job, guys. Thank you for getting that practice squad break. 8 times on the way for our spots. Good luck, good luck, good luck in that jersey double. 7 and 8. Who do we appreciate? Penny Russell has the NFC North, NFC South, NFC East. NFC West is Brent Mack. Michael Halligan is the AFC North. Penny AFC South and East, and Joshua AFC West. I can get those, Rob. Tell you what, I'll get the jerseys. Yeah. I like stretching my legs a couple times. Dom and Rip don't let me, so I need to do it the days I don't work with them. Like, they look at me like I'm the devil when I try to get up. I'm like, damn. And I work with Rip and Dom the next few days, so I will be stuck in my chair with those guys.
I was going to say, get the steps in while you can. All right. Practice squad.
Is it 7 and 14?
Correct.
All right, perfect.
Correct.
All right, guys.
Squad.
Jersey double box break coming up. And then we do have a practice squad on deck. You can get that one, Rob. I'll let you get that one, right?
What a kind soul you are.
Thank you.
I guess I'll do mine.
Grandma says I sit in the chair too much. Got to get my steps in. So, albeit not very far to the jerseys, but better than nothing.
I don't want to upset Grandma.
No. Her birthday's on Thursday, by the way. Shout out to Grandma.
Hey.
It's a big week. Golden Retriever week. Grandma birthday.
Very cool.
And how about a big week for our brand new customer, Michael? First ever break, first ever win. Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson.
Let's go.
On the custom jersey.
Let's go.
6-time Pro Bowler, over 10,000 yards first career, led the league in receiving yards one season. That season, I had him in fantasy, Rob. The only season I ever went undefeated. I had Chad Johnson, Peyton Manning, Tony Gonzalez, Steve Smith. Things were good back then. AFC North, Michael Halligan.
I just love that it's on the Ocho Cinco, man. Whether he went by, his actual government name, whether he went by his alias Spanish made up last name, whatever it was, one of the quickest wide receivers I had ever seen. For whatever reason, you gave yourself your video game reference with Eddie George back in Madden 01. I'll give you mine. For a different wide receiver, ESPN 2K5 was the first football video game. The TO, little like OBJ type pose on the front cover. For whatever reason, I was really drawn to the Bengals very early on. So that was Carson Palmer, Ocho Cinco, TJ Husmanzeta, Rudy Johnson.
I call him Who's Your Mama.
Yeah, who's TJ Who's Your Mama? Yeah, that was probably what I was screaming at the TV when I was running up the score on whatever computer I was playing against.
Go.
But yeah, no, Chad Johnson was one of my favorites early on. Made a cameo multiple times on one of my favorite shows ever in the league.
Yeah, good show.
Very, very good show. So that's a great start, man, to your UA career. So.
Nice hit, says Penny. Houday says Doug. By the way, we have an even better Bengal receiver still in the room. Jamar Chase in that Diamond Series. We got the T. Higgins out, the Chad Johnson. Jamar Chase is next. You will get in the Diamonds. Let's go, guys.
That was a hidden gem as well.
We have a terrific corner coming up. Former Niner, current Colt. One of the better corners in football. Trevarius Ward right here on the Colts blue jersey. That is going to be Penny Russell with the Ward jersey right there. Not bad, Penny. Not bad at all. Get that written up. And then we do have that practice squad coming up. All right. So we are cruising in the room right now. Keep those orders moving, guys. And we'll keep the breaks coming.
Javarius Ward, very, very nice hit. Unfortunately, he caught basically everybody in Indianapolis caught this year.
Injury bug.
That was the injury bug hit Indy very, very hard. But one of the most talented corners in the AFC, Javarius Ward. It's a good hit.
I mean, him and Sauce Gardner healthy together. That AFC South all of a sudden got Nico Collins in the jerseys. We have, obviously a lot of Trevor Lawrence in the room. Going to be a pretty good division with those three teams all vying for playoff spots for years to come. No doubt about that. So practice squad coming up. Today, by the way, speaking of practice squad, I saw on Twitter, I believe I was watching a video of Allen Iverson with the crossover against Tyronn Lue and the Lakers back in the finals.
Which we just had as a photoed headliner in our most recent Weekend Warrior.
Not bad. Practice squad number 3 coming up. We got William Hawkins, who undoubtedly is looking for that Sam Darnold jersey. One of our Seahawk fans here, Joshua Cook, Thomas Jurek, Tom Kozic, probably looking for the Jason Witten, Robert Prackton here as well. Practice squad, single number 3. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys, as we're talking about practice here in the UA live break room. Not the game. We're talking about practice, Rob Hill. Practice. So if I don't get a number in the next 30 seconds to a minute, I'll go to the wheel. Once the wheel is up, all box numbers are closed, ladies and gents. So drop those numbers in like it's hot here in the break room. Drop it like it's hot, as we say. Having a wonderful, wonderful show with our terrific customers tonight. No doubt about that. You guys have been awesome all show long. Appreciate all you guys for ordering, chatting, buying break spots. You guys are the real rock stars here at UA.
Always.
All right, I guess I'm going to go to the wheel here for the practice squad. That double, by the way, 6 to go in the practice squad. Just kidding. Will Hawkins with 28. What's up, Will? Massive week for Will. His Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
His quarterback, Sam Darnold, in this series. What a big move for Seattle, by the way. Getting Sam Darnold this offseason has definitely paid off big time. 8 times on the way for the practice squad. Coming up, and what is it? 7:32 right now, guys. So we got about 2 hours minimum more of breaking. Could be longer. If we're busy, could be 10, could be 11. Usually around 8 p.m. is when the room really heats up. So get those spots reserved early as these breaks start to heat up here tonight. No 10:30 show tonight, no midnight show. So if you want to break boxes, get those orders in now, because Rob and I are the last show of the day here at UA. We call it the capper here. 8 clicks, guys, for your spots. 7 and 8. We got Joshua Cook up top in the NFC North. William Hawkins right below in the NFC South. NFC East will feature Thomas Jurek, Robert Prackton in the NFC West, Joshua Cook in the AFC North, Tom Kozic, AFC South, Robert Prackton, AFC East, and Joshua Cook in the AFC West. Good luck, guys. What do we got here in our practice squad break? 3 flexes left, Rob. A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Eddie George, Marcus Allen. Got some awesome lids still out there in this series. Oh, this is nice. It's the theme today. It's the theme today. I'm feeling blue right here. That is Jason Witten on the Cowboy Flash Authentic Thomas Jurek NFC East. Number 2 all-time in catches by a tight end. A number 4 all-time in NFL career catches. One of the greatest tight ends ever. One of the more rare autographs in the room. We're talking about an 11-time Pro Bowler, Rob. The great Jason Witten going home to TJ Thomas Jurek. Jason Witten.
That's awesome, man. Very, very nice, Sid. Very, very underrated guy when you go back historically and just look at tight ends. Again, look at that. Got the combo together. Romo and Witten now back together on the table here in the UA Live break room for America's team. And
he's my quarterback.
Just a guy that was about as, he was like this, man. He's just like as steady as they could go. Just as steady as they can come. And honestly, the guy that Dallas has right now as their tight end reminds me a lot of Jason Witten and Jake Ferguson. I see a lot of similar qualities in Ferguson. Maybe not as an all-around, maybe, run and pass pro type of guy like Witten was, because he could do it all. But in terms of being a pass catcher, I definitely see a lot of similarities there, man.
Very nice. Let me answer Diamond Troy's question here first. So great question, Diamond Troy. By the way, anyone watching the show right now, please ask us questions. We're here to help you guys out. If you have any questions, you should not be afraid to ask. Please ask us any questions you may have. So Diamond Troy says, hey man, first time here. If I buy a box, am I for sure going to get something, or is there a chance I don't? So great question. So we have 8 spot divisional breaks on our live break page. It's a 1 in 8 chance to win for every spot you buy. It says it actually right here. This item's a live drawing. You're purchasing a spot in a live break for a chance to win. Click here to learn more. So if you buy one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win. You buy all 8 spots, you're guaranteed to win. Now, we do have what we call the mystery box tab. We have jerseys and minis, which we ship directly to your house, not open live on the air. Those are guaranteed wins. The headliner package is sold out right now, but in theory, usually $134.99. That would be a guaranteed win. Actually, Rob, there's none back there, I'm guessing?
One.
There's one back there? So if you can change the quantity to 1.
Yes, sir.
But as far as the breaks go, though, obviously you got helmets like this in the break room, like this custom Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield worth over $1,000. So let's just say you bought one spot in the diamond single. We would give out a helmet worth over $1,000 to 8 different people to win something. We'd be out of business. So it is a 1 in 8 chance to win. The more spots you buy, the better odds you have to win Diamond Troy. I would say 4 spots, 50% chance to win. Now, in these double box breaks, you keep your same division for both boxes opened up. So you can, for example, get the NFC West. You get a Puka Nacua and a Devontae Adams. You can win both helmets. You get the AFC North. TJ Watt and Jamar Chase come out. These are speed flexes worth around $1,000, roughly $2,000 in value. You could profit with only $206 in that buy-in. They're random NFL divisional breaks, Diamond Troy. So let's just say you buy one spot, you land in the NFC North, you're hoping for a Bear, Packer, Viking, or Lion. If a Bear, Packer, Viking, or Lion does not come out, you would lose. Hence the 1 in 8 chance to win for every spot you buy. In the double box breaks, though, there's 2 boxes coming out. You have 2 1 in 8 chance. In the quad breaks, 4 boxes coming out, 4 1 in 8 chances. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any other questions, Diamond Troy, let us know. With the name like Diamond Troy, he's got to be in the Diamonds, right?
I mean,
you have to be in that Diamond series.
the match made in heaven.
It's just, perfect timing. Very, very fitting, Diamond Troy. Nice hit, Dad, says Trevor Jurek. The father, Thomas Jurek, with the win. There we go. By the way, we do have a refer a friend giveaway, guys. If you refer a friend, they get $50 off their first order of 100 plus, and you get 50 back. You can head to our rewards program. Scroll down on the rewards program. I'll put up here real quickly, and that is where you refer your friend and get those extra money for you guys. So you click refer a friend right here. They get 50 off their first order of 100 plus, and you get a $50 UA gift card. So we do have our ad contest up this month as well. If you win a helmet, you enter the Ultimate Autographs Unboxing Video Challenge for a win, for a chance to win a $250 UA gift card. $250 here, Rob Hill. Could be yours for free.
I like that.
First place is $250, second place is $100, and we got ourselves third place is $50 UA gift card here, ladies and gents. So get those spots. Let's rock and roll here in the break room. Let's keep these breaks buzzing, as I say, at UA. NC, I want a Baker Mayfield helmet. Tampa's my team. Well, we have one of the best Baker Mayfield helmets in our company history in the break room right now. This is a beautiful custom Baker Mayfield. It's actually dual signed by Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. Here's a beautiful lid, sort of like a jersey feel to that Mayfield right there. And then we have the Rave with Mike Evans. Given this is dual signed, Rob, and it's extra customized, this is in the ballpark of $1,500.
Yeah.
Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but I would say priceless for a Tampa Bay Bucks fan. So I would get in that diamond break. The double is $206 a spot. The single is $103 a spot. The double will probably go first. You would get 2 1 in 8 chances to win, 2 chances at the NFC South if you get in that break. And I'll be honest, we have a lot of Baker Mayfield at UA. I'm not going to pretend that it's rare, but I've never seen that exact helmet. This is one of the best, if not the best, Baker Mayfield helmet in company history. So if you're a Bucks fan, you're a Baker Mayfield fan, you're a Mike Evans fan, I'll drop that link in the diamonds. I would get a spot in the single and the double, Rob. and the quad if you got the money. Diversify the portfolio for a chance at the Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield here in the UA Live Break Room. Diversify that portfolio, ladies and gents. My personal recommendation in those diamonds. Excellent show so far. Who's jumping in? Who's doing more breaks here? Who's making the magic happen? I want to see these diamonds, Rob. We have 18 boxes left. We have 9 headliners left right now, and we have 4 speed flexes. When we start a diamond series, there's 5 speed flexes and 30 boxes. 1 in 6 chance. It's now a 4 in 18 chance. The speed flex ratios have risen. The speed flex with the pros wear worth normally double what the normal authentic helmet is, maybe more. 4 speed flexes left. TJ Watt, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase, and a Mayfield and Evans dual side. Still got the Devontae Adams left on the authentic helmet as well. Loaded series. And Puka Nacua as well. So all these lids still out there, guys. Get your spots in that diamond break. I definitely recommend that break. I got a question for you. Is Baker Mayfield the second best quarterback that ever put on a Bucs jersey? Well, there's Steve Young, but he wasn't in his prime. But outside of Tom Brady and Steve Young, Mayfield's the best, right? Brad Johnson, not as good as Baker. Famous Jameis Winston.
Jeff Garcia, not as good.
Not as good as Jeff Garcia.
Shout out to Pro Bowler Jeff Garcia.
By the way, Tom Brady played there a couple years. Steve Young played there a couple years.
I think he did all right there.
Baker Mayfield will break all the Bucs records by the time he's done. No doubt about that. He found his home in Tampa. They love him. Tampa fans, Tampa players. Baker Mayfield is beloved there. He's going to break all the records, Rob.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about the best player in franchise history. I think of a guy that was there for a while. Like a Mike Evans, for example. He's the best offensive player in Tampa history. Sure, Brady was there a couple years, but it's the John Elway, Peyton Manning debate, right? Peyton Manning is the best player to ever play for the Broncos. But the best Bronco ever is John Elway.
Yeah.
He was there for so much longer.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, I know we got Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks on defense. As far as offensive players, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans will be the 2 best Bucs of all time on offense. So if you're a Bucs fan, take advantage.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's an awesome way to put it. And it's just one of those things where I wish Mayfield could have gotten to Evans just a little bit sooner. Not to say that Evans, still is uber productive the last couple of seasons, but Ben, early Mike, younger Mike Evans, man, that would have been really, really great to see. Would have accelerated Mayfield earlier on in his career much faster, would have been in a much more stable situation, but I think we could do that in every scenario. But that's an age-old water cooler discussion, right? Where it's like, are you going to take somebody that accomplished so much in such a short amount of time, like Brady with the Bucs, or are you going to take a guy who wasn't as good as said player at his peak with the franchise, but are you going to take them for accumulation and longevity? I have a lot of buddies of mine that live up in Canada, that live in Toronto, and it's the Kyle Lowry versus Kawhi Leonard type of situation. Okay. Kawhi Leonard was there for 1 year, went on a dominant postseason run, was the best player in basketball, won them their only title in franchise history. But Kyle Lowry was there for over a decade. He's their all-time leader in points, in games played, and he's considered Mr. Raptor, right? So it's like, what do you value more?
I like Vince Carter.
What do you want? You take Vince Carter. I love DeMar DeRozan, so I love Chris Bosh. So it's like,
there you go.
Like what do you value more, right? So
I'm generally a longevity guy, although rings are a different story as well. I would love to personally have dinner with Mike Evans, though, and ask him about his quarterback. Guys he's played with the quarterback spot. Johnny Manziel in college, Jameis Winston, Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady in the pros. Quite the cast of characters and pretty cool quarterbacks for sure. Oh, we don't forget about Vince Carter, my favorite Raptor of all time, Vinsanity. So that Buck fan, I'm guessing Diamond Troy got in the diamonds. Is that right?
No, it's Thomas Kaminsky. He got 3 spots in the diamond double and then 1 in the single.
Here we go, Thomas. Thomas jumping in here. I'm going to put that Ronnie Sayers signal, the Sayer call here, Rob Hill.
Yeah, don't forget
it's just a matter of time before he'll jump in these breaks.
We're looking for Ronnie to appear. Don't forget about Vince Carter. I will not consider Vince Carter in that, despite him putting Toronto on the map for basketball 1000%. Any player like Jamal Murray, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Dylan Brooks, great Canadian basketball players currently, they were all inspired by Vince Carter. However, the guy purposely tanked his trade value and purposely did not play up to his ability and forced his way out of Toronto. So that to me hurts that. But yeah, Vince Carter's an all-time great.
Well, somebody's listening in that diamond break because that double's down to 2 to go now. Was that Thomas putting us 2 to go? Thank you, brother. Diamond double. These are all authentic helmets. Of course, guys, jerseys are cool. Minis are cool. Reps are cool. But the authentic helmet is what is worth the most money. Also, you got that man cave. You got that she shed. What displays the best, Rob? The authentic helmet. That's the eye catcher. That's the eye candy, as we say. You put that authentic helmet. People don't look at your minis or your jerseys. They look at the authentic helmet.
That's true.
That's the man cave. All authentic helmets in the diamonds, by the way. There's only 2 breaks we offer right now that is only authentic helmets. Diamond Series, only authentics. And then Speed Flex Series, only Speed Flexes, actually. The authentic Speed Flex, the most valuable kind of authentic. And I'll say this. We don't let just anybody sign the authentics and the Speed Flexes. Now, every item we have in the room is good. But there's going to be a few names in the jerseys, the minis, that you don't consider legends. In the diamonds, it's either a football cultural hero, a pro football Hall of Famer, or one of the best players in football right now. So you look at the and more section. We say in the Speedflex series, 2 headliners and 4 boxes. In the Diamond series, it says 9 headliners and 18 boxes. We talked to Jessica in graphics.
Yes.
Our guy Mike asked us, how many helmets can you put on a graphic at the most? She said 16 is the max, 10 is ideal. We can't fit 30 helmets on the graphic. Otherwise, it looks terrible. But really, it's 30 headliners in the diamonds, guys. Every box is a headliner. The Speedflex series, Rob, same thing. Every box is a headliner. Like, for example, Nico Collins, Kenneth Walker, photoed headliners in the jerseys. Eddie George, photoed headliner in the practice squad. Those would be the and more section in the diamonds and the Speedflex. That would be one of those non-headliners because that series is just such higher quality. So 1 to go.
Yeah.
1 to go in that diamond break. Who's going to close us out? The term we use here at UA, closer magic.
Then also Thomas as well. Shout out to you, Mr. Kaminsky. Rolling right on through. He got 2 spots in that Speedflex double.
There we go.
Again, makes sense if Chad Johnson in the secondary headliner does happen to be on a Bengal. I mean, you got it right there, man.
Already had Chad Johnson earlier in the jersey.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the last Speedflex double.
Yeah.
Because we have the single bought into only 4 boxes left. So we'll do that Speedflex single, 1 more Speedflex single, and that Speedflex double. And then we are done with that series. So, yeah, pretty good stuff coming up here shortly. There we go. That's our guy, Troy. He wants his guy. Got in that single for the diamond. There we go, Troy. Tampa fan getting in for the Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Respect. Because that single, Rob, will happen this show.
Oh, yeah.
6 to go there. That double is sold out, though. The double box is sold out in the diamonds. Thank you, Rob. RC, not Rob Hill, Rob Clowersy here. What's up, RC?
Good to see you, Rob.
What a great name. Diamond double. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Appreciate you guys. The best customers in the business here continuing to do damage on that break page. 1 and 11 from Mr. Brent, I believe that is. 1 and 11 we can do in the diamond double. I see both of those. Warren Moon and Dante Culpepper box numbers. All right, let's see some speed flexes, Rob. We actually have not pulled a speed flex this show. The Tony Romo was the 3 p.m. show, right, with you and Dom?
Correct.
So I am kind of hungry for a speed flex. What do you guys say?
Looking to go flexing. I'd love to.
I like flexing.
I got the short sleeve on for a reason, man.
That's right. Rob's been working out. Down 11 points, but up in muscle, I hear, Rob Hill. Up in muscle. All right, Alfredo Lashoto, Thomas Jurek, Robert Chadbourne, Thomas Kaminsky, Keen Hermson, and Rob Clowers here. 1 and 11 in the Diamond Double. Thank you, guys. Double the boxes, double the fun here in the UA Live Break Room. All right, 5, 6 clicks, 7, and 8. Daddy bake. Let him bake, baby. Alfredo's got that Mayfield spot right here. Let him bake. Thomas Kaminsky, NFC North. Alfredo Lashoto, NFC South. Robert Chadbourne in the NFC East. Keen Hermson, NFC West. Thomas Kaminsky, AFC North. Rob Clowers, AFC South. Thomas Jurek, AFC East. And Thomas Kaminsky, AFC West. 1 and 11. I'm hungry for a root beer float. I'm hungry for breaks. You win these helmets, you can get unlimited supply of root beer float.
Hell yeah.
Packer Trev. I'm hungry for breaks. I always say, forget food, we're on the show. We got helmets to break here. Let's go, says Alfredo. Let's do it, Alfredo. Let's do it. All right, first of 2 boxes coming up. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Rob, close your eyes. You probably don't want to see this helmet.
I'm scared.
It's one of Rob's least favorite players ever because of how good he was against your team.
Oh, damn it.
Had the pick 6
Nope.
in the Super Bowl against the Cardinals.
Back in the box.
One of the best players on defense back in his day. It is James Harrison
Doesn't
for
count.
Thomas Kaminsky. Secondary headliner there on James Harrison. Beautiful, beautiful lid there, Thomas. I mean, Steeler players, Polamalu, obviously TJ Watt now in this series. We have, so many great Steeler defensive players. James Harrison, a 5-time Pro Bowler, Defensive Player of the Year as well, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 100-yard interception return, the longest in Super Bowl history. Nice job, Thomas Kaminsky. James Harrison.
Keep twisting that knife, Common. Just keep twisting it a little bit farther,
I'm
buddy.
hyping up our players, Rob. What do you think this is?
Thomas knows how good James Harrison is. He has Google. He has Wikipedia. He can find this out on his own. But you know what? We're only letting that helmet go out to Thomas just because he's such a good guy. But James Harrison, though, I mean, an absolute beast. A guy that was a heavy hitter from the linebacker position. And somebody that I think as time goes along, I mean, unless you live in Pittsburgh, PA, I think is criminally underrated. As time goes by, is a really great all-time linebacker.
I agree. Terrific lid right there. A guy that might find his way in Canton in due time, James Harrison. Definitely an absolute beast. 84.5 career sacks. 34 forced fumbles, 8 picks. A guy that did a little bit of everything, James Harrison.
The first secondary headliner.
Right?
That we have tonight. Which, by the way, shout out to Mike. Shout out to everybody that helped fix out our secondary headliners.
Great job, guys.
Shout out to that.
James Harrison authentic.
Because this is a diamond series and we got some more authentics rolling through, it's going to be another Super Bowl square entry.
Yes, every authentic one. I get you guys in the Super Bowl squares for this weekend.
That's
All right,
It's crazy. It's already this weekend, man.
Season has flown by.
I remember sitting in this very chair in the blink of an eye for literally the first game of the NFL freaking season. I was here with you and Robbie, man, and now here we are. Last game coming up. Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun here in the break room.
Yes, it does.
Time flies when you're having fun, guys. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Been talking about it plenty here. Amazing how often this happens, Rob. We call it a good old-fashioned Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice moment. What's better than one? How about 2 Pro Bowlers? The Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, dual signed, Rave Speed Flex, the orange, the white, a thing of beauty. Alfredo Lashoto, put that Alfredo pasta down and start celebrating. A round of applause, brother. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Let's go, Alfredo. Man.
Couldn't have happened to a better Italian if I say so myself. Awesome stuff there, my man. That is a chef's kiss if you will, for this lit. See, 2 chef's kisses for 2 head chefs in the kitchen, Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield. I mean, cooking up what I think is going to undoubtedly be the hit of the show for both of us. Alfredo's got to feel spoiled, man. I mean, you're getting 2 guys on 1 lid, and the customization on it is really one of one. It's harder to find a better Tampa Bay Buccaneers lid out there than that one.
Also, their numbers at the top there, 6 and 13. Very, very clean. Oh my God, says Alfredo. That's right. Awesome hit, Alfredo, says Packer Trev. Awesome lid right there. The Mayfield and Evans dual sign speed flex. Just how we cook it up here.
Way to go, buddy.
Man, and this, by the way, for those people watching our show,
yes,
if you like something in the break room, do not hesitate. Do not wait. Could come out at any moment. All boxes available. Take advantage, get those spots, and get yourself those speed flexes, guys.
Well, you know what they say, Common. There's no better time than
right now.
Right now, the present. There's no
Live
better
in the
time,
moment, guys. Coming up on 8 o'clock Central Time. It does vary night to night, but usually, Rob, the busiest hour of the day is 8 to 9 p.m. Central Time. Obviously, some more big dogs come in here. These breaks will take off even more. We're entering the busy hour here at UA. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. Diamonds, Speed Flex Series, Practice Squad. In fact, I will go ahead and refresh the break page, give you guys a top-to-bottom rundown and a tour of everything we got going on here at UA. It's plenty good, though. Again, oh my God, says Alfredo. Alfredo said his prayers this morning, apparently. I don't know what he did, but it worked. Got himself a sharp lid right there, Mayfield and Evans. Now, that's a speed flex, Rob. In the Diamonds, we got a lot of awesome speed flexes. They, however, are not guaranteed. There's only one series we offer that if you win, you know for a fact you are winning a speed flex. Mm-hmm. If you win, you will win a speed flex. That I can guarantee. That can only happen in the all speed flex series. We got 4 boxes left, 4 speed flexes left. There'll all be really good names. The speed flex, the most valuable helmet in the game, what the pros wear in the NFL games. Myles Garrett speed flex. That helmet looks exactly like the one he would wear on Sundays. It's not game worn, but looks exactly like it with that beautiful orange customization, the black visor, the best pass rusher in football, the best player in football, Myles Garrett. And you can actually get a double up in the AFC North. Chad Johnson, secondary headliner. So 6 to go on that double, 6 to go on that single. As soon as that break gets down to like 4 to go, It usually goes pretty quickly. That's the halfway spot when the breaks fill up here. Diamond helmets. 17 boxes left, guys. 16 boxes left, rather. 7 headliners left. We still have the double up in the AFC North and the NFC West. We have TJ Watt, in my opinion, the second best player on defense on that Rave Speed Flex. Then we have the Jamar Chase, a Bengal White alternate Speed Flex. Again, those lids worth around $1,000. The best receiver in football, second best defensive player in football, arguably $206. Get about $2,000 in value in that double box. Now we have the best receiver duo in the NFL, Puka Nacua, Flash Authentic, led the league in receiving yards per game. Then Devontae Adams led the league in receiving touchdowns. NFC West in that double box, get yourself Puka and Devontae Adams. We have the custom Amon-Ra St. Brown Rip Speed Flex with the blue visor. That Amon-Ra is sick. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdown catches. Top 5 receiver in football. The Sun God, the best player on the Lions. Secondary headliners, Edgerrin James, the Hall of Fame running back, and Zay Flowers, another awesome receiver. Another AFC North double up potentially with the Watt or the Chase in the diamond helmets. We have ourselves the quarterback room. 6 to go in the single, 5 to go in the double. That is the last double box break. We'll do that double and one more single. Every single item in the quarterback room is a quarterback. Again, we have one headliner left, Jim Kelly. Bills Hall of Famer, secondary headliner. The other 3, Rob, will be really good, though, as well. The quarterback holds the most autograph value. You're not going to get a bad name in this series. Let's get in that quarterback room, get that closed up potentially tonight. Multisport. We have one of the most unbreakable records of all time. Over 5,000 career strikeouts for the great Nolan Ryan. Hall of Fame 99 inscription. 5 spots to go in the single. 2 boxes left. One of them is the Nolan Ryan baseball. That is very, very nice. Jerseys, as little as $29. You get a Drew Brees Super Bowl MVP inscription. One of the best quarterbacks ever. Second all-time in pass yards and pass TDs. Kenneth Walker, trying to do what Drew Brees did, win a Super Bowl on that custom jersey. Nico Collins, one of the best receivers in football, and secondary headliner Frank Gore. I did not skip over the practice squad, by the way. That's one I recommend. 11 boxes left, 5 headliners left. We still have 3 speed flexes. It's almost a 1 in 3 chance at a speed flex. 3 in 11 chance at a speed flex in the practice squad. Again, the speed flex helmet, retail value Riddell.com, Rob. $750 before we add the signatures, the inscriptions. These lids are worth a lot more than $51. Number 3 all-time in rushing touchdowns, Marcus Allen on a speed flex. Super Bowl champion A.J. Brown on the Eagles speed flex. The best leading rusher in Tennessee history, Eddie George on the Titans speed flex. And the quarterback this Sunday, leading his Seahawks to the big game, Sam Darnold. We have a secondary headliner, Hall of Fame linebacker, Zach Thomas. 5 headliners, guys, in 11 boxes. Get in that practice squad. So, Diamond singles, 3 to go. Speed flex double, 3 to go. Those are our closest breaks right now, guys. I will drop those links in the chat because those breaks will definitely fill up the show. Diamond single. So Diamond single, 3 spots left. Then Speed Flex double, 3 spots left.
Yeah, Thomas Kaminsky doing a large carry job in that Speed Flex double. How large, you might ask? The entire Speed Flex double. He's got 5 spots in there. So if you guys want to help out our man's Thomas in that situation, I believe we have, 4 boxes to go. 2 headliners. Again, that double up right, staring Thomas right in the face, and possibly one of you. We've seen a couple times the show, Common, that one spot can get you a lot of good stuff. We saw that with Joshua George. You got the Jonathan Taylor authentic earlier on to start the show. I believe Corey Doback got that Frank Gore authentic on one spot, and I think Samuel Nelson got that James Lofton on one spot.
Well, we had a quad where we had 3 people with one spot, like you were just talking about.
One. Yeah, Michael Swain got the Gary out of his 5 spots. So yeah.
Yeah, so get in there to win it, guys. Now, Thomas, you spend your money how you want. That 5 is kind of a gray area. It's like 16 in blackjack. Do you hit? Do you stay? You're not sure.
16 in blackjack.
Maybe 15. My recommendation in the room, if I were playing personally, is you buy 1 spot, 2 spots, 3 spots, 4 spots, or all 8 spots. Because once you've bought more than half the spots, at that point, you don't want to get sniped. You might as well guarantee it. Now, 5's tricky because 5 is that sort of gray area. If you buy 6 or more, I would definitely buy all 8 because then you're so far deep. Imagine, for example, he gets the 5 spots in that double. One person gets the AFC North. They win Myles Garrett and Chad Johnson. Yeah. He walks away with nada, with zilch. I've seen it happen before too many times, Rob. So if you're thinking about it, Thomas, you may want to buy the other 3 spots and just guarantee yourself 2 speed flexes because you're already pretty far deep with the 5 spots.
Yeah, I mean, that's the worst possible feeling you can have, right?
It sucks.
If it feels like, yeah, I mean, you've done such a great job actually getting the series to this point. You obviously want to see, the fruits of your labor get paid off in this situation. So leave nothing to chance. I would understand if you kind of want to rest on your laurels for a little bit, kind of wait in the weeds and be like, okay, let's see who else is going to hop in. But Thomas, before the night ends, definitely go for it. Michael said, yeah, definitely makes it fun. If there's one guy you want to take advice from in this break room, it's that guy right there.
Well, Michael Swain is a very, very unique individual. And it's not because he's from Alaska. It's because...
That helps.
It's because he is what a lot of guys are here at UA, but to another level. He's all class. He doesn't care if he loses. He can live with it. Now, Michael, you are special. And we love you for it. But I have seen a lot of people enter this break room who buy 5 spots, 6 spots, and they lose, and they get very, very upset. Look, if you don't mind losing with 4 or 5 spots, bully for you. It depends on how much do you value winning versus how much do you want the experience. Because if you value winning, I recommend getting all 8 spots. But if you're here to have a good time, you're not so concerned about getting sniped, do it the way Michael does it. I know Scott Deans was the same way in the break room. He would buy 7 spots. He would say, it's fun. So kudos to you, Michael. If that's the way you like it, I'm not here to change you, my man, because you're a big baller here at UA. Whatever you want, you should be getting, brother. Definitely don't have to change anything you're doing, my man. It is all personal preference, as we say, Rob Hill. Personal preference here in the room, exactly what you guys want to do. So 3 to go in that double box, 3 to go in that single box for the diamond. These are the 2 best breaks you guys see. We even made it easy for you guys. We even told you what the best breaks are. All authentics, all speed flexes in the speed flex series specifically. Every single helmet won. You get a square for our Super Bowl series. Kudos, perfectly said. There you go. Appreciate that. Yeah, everyone's got their thing. I love, though, our current batch of customers. I'll be honest with you, Rob. I've been in this company for almost 5 years. We have never had a better batch of customers because I can understand why you'd be upset if you lose with 5 spots. When I first started here 4.5 years ago, when someone lost with 5 spots, there was all sorts of profanities in the chat. The culture here has changed a lot.
Yeah.
And you guys are so much more classy. You guys are incredible. It is true. I'm not going to say 100% of our customers are this way because they're not. There's people that do get upset still. But the amount of people that handle losses with class is incredible. I always say the real measure of a man, a woman, a person is when the going gets tough. It's not when it's easy. It's when you take a pitfall, a bad step, you get up and you keep going. Like what's that D-Wade commercial? Fall down 8 times, get up 9. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Michael Poulos is definitely one of those guys, or Michael Poulos too. Michael Swain, pick himself up and keep it going. The Swain train here in the break room.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things where being able to like understand the situation that you're like putting yourself into, and it's a risk reward type of situation, but once you get that reward, once you get the sweet taste of victory, it's impossible to kind of get out of your mouth at that point. Like, again, I told you before the show, a little hush on the side, but I happen to tell you something in the realm of 54-1. If you know, Common knows. But after something like that happens, it's like, in the same breath, it's like, hey, you know what? I finally got what I was looking for with this. It's like whatever happens between now and however much longer I do this, it's totally gravy. So in the same breath, it's great to be, and the great thing about this community too is that there's no sore winners either, where it's kind of like they're just raining on the parade of everybody else. Let's say that somebody buys a spot in a double and they win both doubles and it's like, oh my God. And they're like, basically creating their own cheering section. That nobody does that.
People cheer for you.
People cheer for you. The people in the break that just lost are cheering for you. Like we've seen it tonight. We see it on almost every other break that happens. So and it makes the community that much better to be a part of.
There's no other break room like this. There's no other break room like this here at UA. There's no doubt about that. And you guys make this break room special. You guys are the absolute best. I'll be honest too, Rob. There are very, very few hobbies out there that are free. If you're gonna take up a hobby, you're gonna have to spend some money into your hobby. Like some people like skiing. Well, it's expensive to ski. If your hobby's memorabilia, it's not gonna be free. Now you can win at a fraction of the cost. I'm a firm believer, personally, though, Rob. I like winning something when it's not guaranteed to you. Because if you go out and buy the helmet retail, it's not as fun as winning it in a break. Now, you can win something like this, by the way, if you're lucky. This Mayfield Evans for $103 in that diamond single. We have the Speed Flex single, $167. Myles Garrett Speed Flex worth around $1,000. You could still profit $600-700, maybe more, Rob, in that break if you get the Myles Garrett. His autograph value, by the way, only going up. The way memorabilia is currently, the active players draw the most autograph value. So you look at this Diamond Series, Rob. What do I see? I see 5 active players. photoed headliners. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nacua, TJ Watt, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams. These will all appear on the NFL top 100 list. I would argue that all 5 of these guys might be top 20. For sure, top 30 best players in football. All still left in this series in the Diamonds. If you can't accept losing, you can't win. What's that Michael Jordan quote? I'm successful because I've missed like 26,000 shots or something.
Yeah, I think
something like that.
Yeah.
By the way, Michael Jordan has been in our break room.
Yeah.
We do get the best of the best. MJ has been in this break room, Rob Hill. The great Michael Jordan. We will see MJ in the room again. We do get that item in the room for our wonderful customers. Puka Nacua, says Alfredo. Dude, Puka Nacua was phenomenal this season. Let me pull up some numbers for Puka Nacua. Because, by the way, led the postseason in receiving yards. Regular season, JSN led the league in receiving yards because he played an extra game. Look at receiving yards per game, though. 105.5 for JSN, 107.3 for Puka.
Crazy.
In fact, Rob, 3 of the top 5 guys in that metric are in this series. Puka number 1 at 107.2, Jamar Chase number 3 at 88.3, and Amon-Ra St. Brown at 82.4, number 5 on that metric. So 3 of the top 5 guys in football in receiving yards per game are still left in this series. Look at your boy Trey McBride up there. He is 6, 7, 8, 9th in receiving yards per game. Trey McBride.
Got to have something positive go our way down in the desert. What did Trey finish with this year? Exact number.
Receiving yards per game?
Yeah.
72.9.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Pretty good.
I would be willing to bet that his targets and receptions per game are also top 10 also.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Catches in football. Puka Nacua, number 1 in catches. Trey McBride, number 2 in catches. Jamar Chase, number 3. Amon-Ra St. Brown, number 5. And then look at receiving touchdowns. Devontae Adams, who's in this series, number 1. Amon-Ra, number 2. Puka Nacua, number 6. Jamar Chase, by the way, not far behind as well. So, 5th round pick for Puka Nacua, no doubt about it. One of the best draft steals, Nacua in the 5th round, which, by the way, we get a lot of Devontae Adams. We don't get a lot of Puka Nacua in the room. We don't get that signature all that often, Puka Nacua. So if you want this helmet, Alfredo, I would recommend this. Take advantage while you still can, Alfredo. Take advantage while you still can. Let me say that again. Take advantage while you still can.
You know who else is using that logic tonight? Because this is, by the way, shout out to Trevor and John Hutzelek. Getting himself into this diamond single, or 1 to go there, Common.
1 to go.
I know you and I have got our eyes on a couple of things tonight. And if you want to see some history going on out in Indiana tonight, Utah and the Pacers, Isaiah Collier just played the entire 48 minutes for the Utah Jazz tonight. He finished with 22 assists.
Wow.
And 1 turnover. Which is...
Did he break Scott Skiles' record?
Not Scott Skiles' record, but it is, I think it's now the 2nd highest assist-to-turnover ratio in NBA history for a single game. And he played all 48 minutes in doing so.
Respect.
So crazy stuff there. So, 1 spot away from that diamond single closing out. And like you said, that's been the vibe of the night so far, guys.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Says Alfredo. Let's go, Alfredo. You want that Puka Nacua? Get in there, brother. Get that Puka Nacua. Terrific wide receiver for the Rams. I actually want to see what happens when Stafford goes, because whoever comes to be the next quarterback, he's going to give the ball to Nacua a lot. Because Adams, a couple of years, probably won't be playing anymore. Puka Nacua, I always say, is quarterback proof. No doubt about that.
Oh, yeah.
No matter who the quarterback's going to be with the Rams, Nacua's going to deliver. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that 100%. I just don't think the Rams fans want to think a reality without losing Matthew Stafford. Yeah, he makes it. The reason why he makes a lot of those incredible catches is because Matt 9 times out of 10 puts in a spot where only Puka Nacua can get it.
They're such a good combo. Think about the single season record holders. Calvin Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua up there in yards. What do they have in common? Matthew Stafford, who, by the way, has finally got his dues here the last couple of years because you mentioned earlier Drew Brees in the jerseys, the most underrated quarterback of all time. I thought for the longest time Stafford was number 2, but I will say Stafford has finally got his dues the last couple of years.
Yeah.
He has gotten his dues, Mr. Stafford.
Shout out to Joanne. She closed out that diamond single common.
What's up, Joanne?
Thank you, Joanne.
Diamond single coming up for $103. Can win a speed flex. I'm on Ra, TJ Watt. Maybe win that Puka Nakua. Diamond single number 4. Go ahead and drop me a box number, ladies and gents, for the diamonds. Shining bright like a diamond here in the break room. I'm seeing 23. All right, 23 sounds good. We can do 23. Fine by me.
Didn't we just do the Jordan number for that, or was that the... I'll go back there and check, but I swear I thought we just did 23.
If we did, I dropped the pooch because I do have 23 on my ticker. Let me see here real quick. We got 11 we just did for the diamonds.
I could be wrong.
Maybe it could have been 23 in another series, Rob. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me go check. I just remember the Jordan reference. And
Well, every time we do 23, we got to say Jordan.
anytime there's a Jordan reference, my ears are perked up. So
All right. So we'll do 23 if it's there. I'll take it off the ticker regardless, though, because if it is gone, then it shouldn't be there. You got 23, Rob?
let's see. No, we do not.
We did 23 already?
We did 23 already. We have 21, 22, 27, 28.
All right, so my apologies. Robert Chadburn, give me one more number, brother. You were the first guy that called it out, so you get first dibs, Robert. Give me one more number, my man. 23 is not there. Good sir. Uno mas. Here in the UA Live Break Room. Having a terrific show tonight, by the way, with you guys. One more box number. 14. You got 14, Rob?
Do I have Paul Konerko? Let me see here. Yes, I do.
All right, Paul Konerko. Just for one of our resident White Sox fans here.
Coming to bed. Yeah, I was going to say you lose one White Sox fan, Dom, you gain another.
Right? I like the White Sox. I'm a both guy fan. I'm a Chicago fan, Rob. There's not a Chicago team I don't like.
Got to get a company outing out to a Sox game. It's definitely cheap enough to go to.
Dude, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. I have not been to a Sox game in years.
I'm telling you right now, from experience last year, I was at 2 games up in a suite. It's pretty cool. What with like food, the whole nines, the fixins. I'm telling you, it's.
If you're watching, Matt, I'm okay with it. Summer party, right?
Summer outing.
Summer outing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't part of the summer outing. You just missed it.
I know.
We had a lot of fun the summer outing.
Yeah, I saw that.
So 8 clicks coming up, guys. We got Robert Chadbourne in the NFC North looking for that Amon-Ra St. Brown speed flex. NFC South is John Hutzelak. Troy Shepard, NFC East, the new guy. We got Patrick Yanef. That might be a new guy. I don't recognize Patrick. If you are new, Patrick, let us know what team you like and how you heard about UA. Tom Kozic in the AFC North. Could be the Chase or the Watt. Thomas Jurek, AFC South. Thomas Kaminsky, AFC East. And Joanne Capsa in the AFC West. Diamond single number 4 coming up, guys. Let's see what we got here. Let's get that Speed Flex done too, Rob. We get the Speed Flex done. We'll drop you guys a fresh series here in the break room.
Let's do it. Who we got?
All right, authentic lid coming up. Valentine's Day coming up. What are you going to get your wonderful girlfriend if she's watching the show? Your better half, as we say.
Oh, my better half. Yeah, well, I would like to get her some chocolates, maybe some flowers.
Flowers? How about us say flowers, Rob? Worth a lot more than actual flowers.
The look on her face
and it won't die.
Would be priceless.
The Ravens alternate, one of the best receivers in football, Zay Flowers. Number 1 guy in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. This guy did everything he could and put the Ravens in the playoffs. Got 2 touchdown catches versus Pittsburgh. Only problem is he couldn't kick the ball, Zay Flowers. AFC North, Tom Kozic, Zay Flowers, the sniper, Tom. It's what he does with one spot, Zay Flowers.
Let's go, Tom.
Tom is probably the 2nd best single spot sniper in break room history. Number 1 all time, the OG legend, Larry Rossland. He would get him with one spot and win. But Tom is living proof, guys, that all it takes is one spot to win. Nice job, Tom, on that Zay Flowers authentic.
Also gets himself a nice Super Bowl square to go along with it.
Not too shabby, Tom.
I always like the look of the red-eyed Raven right there. So not a whole lot went well for Baltimore this past season, especially that Thanksgiving night game. But I remember, not the night before, but the Tuesday that we worked, we also did. I think it was a Mark Andrews that we got on that, and then just totally like filled to the brim with food. Just wanted to relax. Had like was on like my fifth plate, and I was watching that night game of the Bengals and Ravens. I was like, that looks familiar, and I was like, wow. I was like, my job's on TV. I was like, these lids.
Dude, you're
on
telling
TV.
me.
Like it's weird. Like I see it all the time now.
I can't watch a football game anymore without looking for the bar and the speed flex. I can't do it, Rob. It's the first thing I notice. Oh, that's a speed flex. Where do you get speed flexes? Ultimate Autographs. That bar you see on the top of that Mayfield Evans. Cannot watch a football game the same way anymore with these speed flex helmets, man.
And who says bringing your work home with you is a problem?
For us, though, we are truly blessed, though, because our work is sports chatter. And we're sports fans. People asking, what's your hobby? Sports. What do you do for work? Sports. It's a 24/7, 365 thing here in the break room. We are blessed to be with you guys, which, by the way, it's great having this community here because you and I are massive sports fans. Our customers are massive sports fans. We all get along here. We love memorabilia. We love talking ball and winning autographed helmets. These things, too, by the way, you get to keep this for the rest of your life if you want, right? Every time you look up on the Mayfield Evans helmet, you think of all the great memories they had together, right? Colts fans, you think of Jonathan Taylor, your running back. Tony Romo, Jason Witten for Cowboy fans. You get these items in your house, it always brings back good memories to the guys you grew up watching. We have 3 more authentic helmets coming up here shortly, Rob. We got 4 to go in that Speedflex single and 3 to go in the Speedflex double. That'll be 1 more single after this. We have the single season sack record holder. By the way, you better believe that's raising his autograph value, right? Raising the autograph value for Myles Garrett. I love the subtle smiley face. Such a beautiful, beautiful lid on the great Myles Garrett. Cannot wait to see this helmet here very, very shortly in the UA live break room. So get those spots, guys. Let's see Mr. Garrett tonight. By the way, did it in less snaps. People say he played the extra game. Less snaps than TJ Watt. Less snaps than Michael Strahan. And last I checked, nobody took a sack for him for free, Myles Garrett. One of my favorite things Myles Garrett does is the Halloween. He's got those tombstones of all the quarterbacks he sacked. I'm sorry to say this, Rob. The mini one for Kyler Murray. Nice little touch because Kyler Murray's a little bit mini. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, little mini tombstone. Sadly, I don't think it's gonna be. I think there's also gonna be one for him in Arizona too.
Very soon.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm just gonna say this right now. It's so funny because I'm so like hypocritical when it comes to this, but because I'm like,
you're a Kyler guy, and I respect.
I'm a Kyler guy, but I'm like a bandwagon Arizona fan. Like, I'm not afraid to say that because of Kyler Murray. So
bandwagon.
It's like, so it's like if he goes somewhere and starts, it's gonna be like, the like sweating meme of the guy from Key and Peele where he's just kind of like sitting there sweating. That's gonna be me. It's like week 1. Hell, even if Kyler Murray is like, let's say the Jets starting quarterback, it's like, Jesus, I don't want to sit through a Jets season and be a Jets fan, but it's like, I'm like, but I support Kyler more than anything, so it's gonna be one of those.
Jets or Raiders? Unless Raiders probably draft Indiana kid, but those are the 2 teams that he could play for.
You know what? I've been saying this I could see one of 2 teams. One, it's gonna be Miami, because they're going to try everything they can to move off of Tua, which I don't know how they're going to do with this contract. I don't know how they can rearrange that or somebody can take that on. I know they have Quinn Ewers, but I just don't see him having that high of a ceiling. But the team I think that he's going to go to is New Orleans. I know it looks like that he ended up finding something with Tyler Shuck down there. They still have Spencer Rattler, but I think Kyler could be one of those good veteran quarterbacks that can, not to say Shuck isn't by age a veteran quarterback at this point, but he can give Shuck a little bit of run for his money. So, and Kellen Moore, I think, is a great offensive-minded coach.
He's smart.
So I think that'd be a good system for him to be in.
Let me show Alfredo here the stat, because I know we said one more game, just saying. Essentially, Myles Garrett did it in almost 1/3 less snaps. He had 437 snaps for 23 sacks. TJ Watt had 616 snaps. He did it in almost 200 less snaps. Let's see, TJ Watt versus Michael Strahan snap count. Let's see what that snap count number was. 567 snaps for Strahan, a lot less for Mr. Myles Garrett. So 537 compared to 437, then 616 for TJ Watt. So I would say definitely Myles Garrett's accomplishment is well worth it. I'm not putting an asterisk because of the 17th game, Rob.
I'm not a big believer in anybody that accomplishes a historical feat. It's the
record.
It's the same way when people would talk about like Ruth and Maris's record and the fact that Maris had 8 more games in his season compared to Ruth, you know, back then when he broke the single season home run record at the time. Like, just appreciate the greatness, you know? And like for Myles Garrett, we're lucky enough to come off and witness a season as football fans seeing something like that. It's like, hey, that's something that you're going to be able to tell your kids about, like, down the line, or be like, hey, like, I lived through this. I saw this, you know? Like, where were you when it happened? Like, when we talk about it and we recall all of these guys, like, even guys like Romo or Witten, or, you know, we'll be able to go back and recall that, and Myles Garrett's 2025 season will be a part of that.
And you can do that by watching your helmet in your house. Every time you see it, you can think of that,
That's
right?
the best way to do it.
By the way, he was well ahead of the pace. Last couple weeks of the season, these teams tried really hard to make sure he didn't get the record, right? Like the Steelers would like triple team this guy. So he was well ahead of pace late in the season. It was a very, very conservative effort by the Bills and Steelers for him to not get the record, Myles Garrett. But he did. He did it. Single season sack record holder, the great Myles Garrett on that awesome speed flex. Come and get it, ladies and gents. As I always say, Rob, let's flex on these guys. Let's flex here in the UA live break room. Keep those orders buzzing, and we'll gladly keep the show going. Super Bowl predictions, guys. What do you think? Want to get the general chat perspective Super Bowl picks you guys got this weekend? Most of our staff is almost entirely on the Seahawks side. What do you guys think?
I'm kind of just like, did last night's auctions run yet? This is my first time, so I'm
So
not
Lance,
sure.
they would have ran almost for sure. If you have a break order, let us know your order number, and we can look you up, brother. But most likely, whatever you win last night already happened. Alfredo says Seahawks 20-17. I got 23-20 Seahawks. Very similar score.
That's very funny. I'd see it's either 23-20 or 28-24.
Okay.
My favorite, and I'm just gonna, again, 5 seconds for anybody that participates in this type of thing. I'm gonna end up doing what we like to call a teaser. I'm gonna tease New England up to 7.5 points to cover, and then under 52.5.
Okay.
So I think, and then that's slightly above plus money. So that's my favorite thing. I like that. I think it's gonna be low scoring. I just don't like how a lot of national media isn't giving a lot of attention and credit to New England because of their soft schedule, because of the Stidham championship game thing. It's just kind of like
They got to the Super Bowl.
they got to the Super Bowl. You know, they got to the Super Bowl regardless. They have a great coach. They're very well coached. They have a very good defense. They have a more than competent enough offense. And people talk about May's postseason numbers. Well, he's played in a damn tundra in 2 out of his 3 playoff
And
games.
against the Broncos and Texans, 2 best defenses in football.
Yeah, and
Along
he's-
with Seattle, who's going to be in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Lance Hill, real quick to answer your question, brother. You were in the Midnight Mayhem, which was in last night's show. The Midnight Mayhem actually did not happen because that break still has 3 spots left. That will probably fill up in the Wednesday night show, excuse me. The Midnight Mayhem series only for the late night shows. 10:30 shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, then the midnight show on Friday. So your Midnight Mayhem break did not happen. Quarterback room single number 4, that break did happen. Can you look up and see who won the quarterback room single? I think it was the 9 a.m. show today. I think Bo Nix came out, actually.
Quarterback room single 9 a.m. Let's see.
It might have been noon.
The quarterback mixer number 4 actually went this morning, so it would have to go last night.
Quarterback room is the mixer.
Room.
Yeah, that was this morning at 9. I think Dom told me Bo Nix came out.
Yeah,
might have been noon.
But that's for number 4 in the series.
Yeah, number 4.
It's a Bo Nix mini.
Yes.
But that was Joshua Cook.
Joshua Cook won.
Yes.
So what time of the show was that, Rob?
An hour 50-minute mark.
So hour 50-minute mark, Lance, on the YouTube channel. If you want to look it up, brother, you did not win in your quarterback room break, unfortunately. It is a 1 in 8 chance to win. That break did happen this morning. The multi-sport you bought into, single break number 7, that has not happened yet. That has 5 to go. That will likely happen tomorrow, if not late today. That break has not happened yet. What's up, Chris Leone? Chris Leone, get in that practice squad break, brother. We have A.J. Brown on the Speed Flex, big-time Eagle fan, Mr. Leone. Regardless of whether A.J. Brown leaves or not, to me, Rob, he will forever be an Eagle legend. AB11 Super Bowl champion. He was top 5 in receiving yards a couple years ago, top 5 in receiving touchdowns in the past.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful flex there for $51 or 102 in the double. 11 boxes left. Hall of Famer Marcus Allen on the Speed Flex. The 85 NFL MVP inscription. Eddie George on the Speed Flex. And speaking of the big game, we're all on Seattle, which means we all trust Sam Darnold, right? We have to. He's proven it this season. In the biggest games, the biggest moments, Sam Darnold has absolutely tootly delivered in those football games. Sam, I am Darnold. I know I trust him personally, Rob Hill. No doubt about it. Sam Darnold. Chris has 2 already. Craig Biggio gift. Not bad. By the way, Chris, we do have the All Speed Flex series. We got 3 to go in that double box, 4 to go in that single box. Do have the Myles Garrett Speed Flex, which you can double up with Chad Johnson in the AFC North spot. Then we have 2 other boxes. They're all Speed Flexes, guys. The best items in the room, the Speed Flex series. This is the one I strongly recommend to our customers here in the UA Live Break Room. All Speed Flex series. Will not beat it here at UA. So balls in your court, guys. Whatever you guys want to rock and roll with, we are more than happy to do so. We're going to go to at least 9:30, another hour or so. If we're busy, we'll keep pushing past 9:30. If the breaks have quieted down, we will hop off the air at 9:30. That's up to you guys what you want to do. That Speed Flex double will happen before then. No doubt about that. That I can guarantee. We will do that Speed Flex double. And we're also going to do the single as well. That's 4 to go. And we will definitely do that practice squad single. The most likely break to happen tonight, if you want to jump in a break, I would say is the practice squad single. 5 headliners and 11 boxes. Marcus Allen, A.J. Brown, Eddie George, Sam Darnold, Zach Thomas. Only 4 spots to go. That break will go. 102 in that double, practice squad double will go. Speed Flex helmets worth, 6, 7, 8 times that, maybe more in this series. 3 Speed Flexes and 11 boxes. I love this Tennessee helmet, man. I love Eddie George. Love that lid. Cannot wait to see that one. The great Eddie George here in the UA Live Break Room. So balls in your court, guys. Whatever you want to rock and roll with, we are more than happy to do so. Let us know what you guys are feeling here in the UA Live Break Room. Been a very, very busy show. It's always busy here at UA. 22 eyeballs watching across all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Let us know what you guys are thinking here as far as breaks go. A lot of good options, a lot of good hits. No doubt about that. I'm having fun. I don't know about you guys, but I personally am having a whole lot of fun with you guys here tonight. 22 people. Only takes 8 to fill up a break, maybe less with those spots. A lot of excellent options here in the room. No doubt about that. I don't know what you guys are having for dinner tonight, what you've been up to. Do let us know. I know we've had a really, really good time open up these boxes. I think we do have a couple orders coming in. Let me refresh things. I know Rob will be in here in a second. We have ourselves, looks like Robin Patton jumping in. Thank you, Robin. Got in that practice squad double with a couple spots. And we have Thomas Kaminsky bought the practice squad single, actually. So Thomas has bought out the practice squad single. I know Rob will be in here in a second, guys. Practice squad single is sold out. So I'll go ahead and ask for a box number. Practice squad single. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Alfredo says, let's go. Let's go indeed, Alfredo. Let's go indeed here in the break room. Looking forward to an awesome, awesome practice squad break here with our wonderful, wonderful customers here at UA. Talking about practice, not the game. Talking about practice squad. It's a pretty good series. It is a pretty good series, to say the least. Authentics and speed flexes could be one for as little as $51. Actually, it's a practice squad double that's coming up soon. The single's the one that did sell out. My apologies. So Thomas, if you have a number, let us know, brother. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel here. I will give our guy Rob a second to input these orders, but that single is ready to go. If you are in that break, you are good to drop those box numbers. To quote Allen Iverson, we're talking about practice, not the game. We're talking about practice. Dealer's choice, which I'm guessing is wheel Thomas Kaminsky. So go to the wheel, my man. We're going to let the wheel pick here in the practice squad. So that is out of 30 boxes. I will have our wheel pick here. Spin that wheel here in the UA Live break room. Spinning our wheel here as we are in it to win it in the break room. Now we got number 14 coming up. Looks like we got 14 coming up here on the way. 1-4. Let me get that off the ticker. 14 is gone. 13 is the closest. So I will get that number 13 coming up. And then Rob will get that list for you guys. All right. Practice squad. 13. All right, 13. Do you believe 13's lucky like Mike Evans? Is it lucky? Is it unlucky? We're about to find out. 1-3, 13 coming up here in the UA Live break room. So I know Rob has stepped away for a second, but he'll be back here shortly. He's been running that, winner sheet and the order, so we'll get that updated for you. Give us a second, Thomas. In the meantime, I have a question. Are there any Cleveland Brown fans in the chat? We don't get a lot of you guys in the room. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, please let us know. Because if you are a fan of the Cleveland Browns, to me at least, the Myles Garrett, I would put it this way, no-brainer. That's a speed flex. Myles Garrett still out there, guys. 3 spots to go in the single, 4 to go in the double. Let's get this break done. Myles Garrett, single season sack leader in 200 less snaps than TJ Watt, still out there in the final 4 boxes. Let me actually look it up here. I could probably, since there was only one other spot, I could probably figure out who was in that spot here. Looks like Robin Patton is in the practice squad double. Oh, Rob's here actually, so perfect. Oh, we got a practice squad sold out for you, brother. You're okay? So we'll get the Thomas bought the last 7 spots.
Okay, awesome.
So it should be pretty easy to get that list assembled.
Thank you, Thomas.
Rob will get that single ready for you guys.
Sounds good.
Thomas is like, you said 3 speed flexes less than 11 boxes. I'm just going to go ahead and buy the 7 spots. Does not want to mess around here, Mr. Kaminsky. And I don't blame him one bit. What's up, Bofa? What's going on, brother? Speaking of Bofa.
What's going on, Bofa?
Bofa. Still got the Sam Darnold jersey in that practice squad, brother. I know he's on timeout, but if you ever can get out, now's the time, Rob, right?
Exactly. I'm just saying, if you really want to give the old ball and chain the greatest Valentine's Day possible, just saying, win yourself a Speed Flex, could pay for the whole event.
The whole shebang. I mean, these Speed Flex helmets worth over $1,000 often, Rob. You win a couple of these, especially. That's a weekend trip, a family vacation. You got the wife telling you can't play the brakes anymore, and then you pay for a fancy trip. She asks you, how'd you pay for this? Sold my Speed Flex. Then she's like, okay, I guess you can't play that break room. I guess I'll allow it, right? Oh, snap. I did sneak into a jersey earlier. Now I have to explain why I have a Rams jersey coming. Shh. It was a gift. It was gifted by someone. She doesn't know the rules about gifts. One of your fellow competitors gifted it to you. Practice squad's coming up. We got Patrick Yanef and Thomas Kaminsky here. Good luck, guys, for the single. One of my break room buddies gifted it to me. I did not jump in the break, which, by the way, makes sense why Bofa's in there.
Yeah.
We're talking about Sam Darnold in the practice squad, Kenneth Walker in the Jersey series for Mr. Bofa, Mr. Seattle out there. All right, 6 clicks, Rob. 7 clicks and 8 clicks. We have Patrick Yanef in the NFC West, and Thomas Kaminsky has the rest here in the 4th down practice squad. Show me something good. I even landed in the NFC West, right? And you got the rival team instead. All right, this will not be one of the 3 Speed Flexes left or the Sam Darnold jersey. It is a Hall of Fame linebacker, though. How about the Slate Mini, Zach Thomas? Beckett QR code, Thomas Kaminsky, secondary headliner, one of the best linebackers ever, Zach Thomas here in the break room, Rob Hill.
Secondary headliner.
Not bad.
For Zach Thomas. Don't see a lot of Dolphin slates. So
Yeah, it's nice.
That's cool to see.
I believe top 5 all-time and official tackles. Tanya landed her Tomlinson jersey, though. Nice job, Tanya, in that jersey series. Nice job, Thomas, with the Zach Thomas. Thomas Kaminsky, Zach Thomas. A Thomas for a Thomas here in the break room.
Match made in heaven, kind of like how him and Jason Taylor both were. Now, it's just a shame that outside of Ricky Williams and a David Boston season or two, they didn't really have any enough offense to go along with 2 legendary Hall of Fame defenders like those two. But, Miami was pretty good. They were okay with those.
They needed Dan Marino, the missing piece. Yeah. Dan Marino needed defense.
Yes.
They needed a quarterback. Just the wrong timing, we say, right? Wrong timing, unfortunately.
Exactly.
So that practice squad will be reloaded. It is reloaded already. The double now, 3 to go. We do have the jersey wheel spin coming up at 9 p.m. So any jersey breaks done by 9 p.m. will be in the wheel spin. Otherwise, you guys are not in the chase wheel spin. Only 4 to go in the jersey single. $29 a spot. Could win a Drew Brees or a Kenneth Walker for $29. That is robbery. Then 102 in that practice squad double. You do get 2 chances to win. Now down to 10 items left. 4 photoed headliners. 40% chance at a photoed headliner. And actually, 3 Speed Flexes, Rob. This is not a Diamond series, not an all Speed Flex series. It's the practice squad. Marcus Allen, maybe the most underrated football player of all time.
He's up there.
The only guy ever to have a college national title, a Super Bowl, a league MVP, a Heisman Trophy, a Super Bowl MVP, and the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and the College Football Hall of Fame. Only guy to achieve all those accolades, the great Marcus Allen. That is something I would get after, guys. Get that beautiful, beautiful lid, Marcus Allen. The classic Raider with the black visor, the NFL MVP inscription. That is nice. The Eagle Green for A.J. Brown. Again, a lot of marriages, relationships don't end the best. But forever, A.J. Brown, without him, that offense probably does not win the Super Bowl. I know Devontae Smith got the big catches, but this guy is a decoy and an incredible receiver, AB11 on a speed flex. Eddie George, the Titans' all-time leading rusher, beautiful, beautiful lid, awesome dude, Eddie George. Let's get that flex. Sam Darnold on the jersey. Jay Jettas this week said it on I think an interview they were doing with them. We'd be better with Sam Darnold. I'm like, yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Did you not hear that?
I did not hear that, no.
Now, to be fair, he didn't tweet it. He was asked about it, and he answered the question honestly. He said he still believed JJ could be the quarterback, but he's still cheering on Sam Darnold and said that. I mean, I think it's obvious. Now, McCarthy's young. He's had injuries. I'm not counting him out just yet because we counted Sam Darnold out. But I think for this season only, it's pretty obvious that Minnesota would have been better with Sam Darnold. Pretty obvious, Rob Hill. I respect Jettas for being honest about it.
Yeah. I mean, going from 14 wins down to 8 this season?
9 at the end.
9 for Minnesota at the end of the year.
5 wins.
Yeah, no, I mean, rotating between that and shout out to legendary third stringer Max Bodmer. It's been it's really tough sailing, but I mean, if that doesn't give you encouragement as a Vikings fan where it's like anything and everything that could have gone wrong this year at the quarterback position did, and you guys still finished with an above 500 record. So I think that Jettas, though, you talk about being quarterback proof, he's the definition of that. But again, when it comes to the Sam Darnold situation, I don't know. I'm actually curious to get your thoughts because I've actually talked about this whenever we do get Darnold memorabilia on air. I'm a huge hindsight is 2020 type of guy. And for Sam Darnold, he finished his year with Minnesota so poorly the year prior, the playoff game, the Sunday night game against Detroit. He just ended it so poorly, and they traded up to draft J.J. McCarthy. It was just unfortunate that he got hurt. And it's like you weren't going to bench a 10th overall pick that you didn't really know what you had yet, and then pay Sam Darnold $30 million to start in front of him. So it's like Minnesota had to do what they did, so it's like that's the way that I looked at it, right?
I mean, again, both sides could be right. I kind of disagree. I see where they're coming from. I see where you're coming from, but I'm a believer, Rob, in looking at the season as a whole. And I don't like to judge him based on 1 or 2 games. I think they could have tried to sign him to maybe a 2-year deal, just to kind of see a little bit more 3-year deal. Nothing like 7 years or anything. But I think you win 14 games, which is one of the best seasons in franchise history, which, by the way, Sam Darnold is the only guy, along with Tom Brady, to win 14 games in back-to-back seasons as starting quarterback. I would have ran it back with him at least another year or 2. Try to sign him to a 2-year deal if you can. But I do get why they went with JJ. I personally would have gone with Sam Darnold because he has an incredible season for you. Sam Darnold actually statistically was even better the year before. Obviously with Seattle, they had more postseason success so far, but he was even better that season in Minnesota.
Yeah, again, like I said, I'm just obviously at the end of the day they made the wrong decision, but again, in the moment they had to see what they had in JJ McCarthy, and of course the reality part of it too, that's $30 million more to your cap hit, whereas juxtaposed to JJ McCarthy, he's still on the rookie scale for his contract. But yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold, shout out to him, man. But again, we'll see about McCarthy. Everybody wrote Darnold off for years. JJ McCarthy, guys won a national title. He has as much pedigree, if not more, than Sam Darnold did at USC. So only time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like with Bofa. And getting a 2-year deal for a quarterback, just to clarify, is not all that easy. That's like a dream case scenario. But what Bofa saying is kind of what I'm saying. I feel like Minnesota should have at least given 1 or 2 more year offer for JJ to learn under. With that said, I get to watch my team play another week because of it. Yeah, pretty good. As much as I would love to say that Drew Lock would lead Seattle to the Super Bowl as a Mizzou guy, probably not Drew Lock. Sam Darnold, definitely so in Seattle. So that jersey's still out there along with 3 speed flexes, guys. 3 spots to go in that double box. Let's get that done. Obviously, we do have a 9 a.m. show tomorrow. Again, Rob, if we heat up later in the night, we can go till 10. We can go to 11. We can go to midnight. It's up to you guys. As long as you guys are ordering break spots, we'll be breaking boxes tonight. Unless there's a late charge, though, we might hop off at 9:30. 40 minutes, though, Rob. 3 spots to go. 3 speed flexes, 4 headliners, and 10 boxes. Practice squad will definitely happen. So if you want a break that will happen tonight, here's that link for the practice squad. I will say this, the all-time legends, the Tom Brady's, the Patrick Mahomes, the Drew Brees in the Jersey series for that matter, they will be great no matter what. I would say about 85 to 90% of quarterbacks, if not more, the difference between being good and great is whatever spot you're in. Like Baker Mayfield, who's going to win in Cleveland? Sam Darnold, who's going to win with the Jets? You put Baker Mayfield on a good team with the Bucks. You put Sam Darnold in Minnesota or Seattle, good things will happen. I mean, situation matters a lot at the quarterback spot, unless you're an all-time great. Yeah. Brady, Mahomes, even Mahomes though this year, without the O-line, without the defense being as good, we even saw him struggle a little bit. You got to have the right players around you.
Of course.
He was definitely not attacking McCarthy. That's what I said. He was not attacking McCarthy, but I respect the honesty. Practice squad double here. 3 spots to go. It's not like he tweeted about it, right? It's not like I'm not getting the ball. He was asked about it in an interview, and he gave a genuine, honest response, which I can respect. As someone who's interviewed a lot of athletes, someone who's worked in media, I hate the term coach speak, athlete speak. I respect when guys give their honest opinion in sports matters. Ryan Andreessen is, and what's up, Bofa? Bofa's like, I get in a practice squad, got to get in that jersey break. He says, I want Kenneth Walker, and I want Sam Darnold, my backfield duo, right? Now, nice job, Bofa, making those moves, brother. I appreciate it, Ryan Andreessen. As good as the practice squad break is, you can still get yourself a guaranteed speed flex in the speed flex series, Rob. I would definitely knock out that speed flex double. No doubt about that. Alfredo saying, let's close out that practice squad double. Mixer, let's do it, Alfredo. I'm guessing you're getting a spot in there. Is Alfredo in that break?
Practice squad double. Let's take a look here.
Mr. Lashoto.
Yes, he is. Him, Thomas Jurek, Robin Patton has 2, and then Bofa has 1 as well. So 3 spots to go, like you said, Kevin.
Speaking of quarterback and receiver drama and controversies, however you want to call this, Rob, this is a guy, in some ways, he could go about this better, but I also understand why A.J. Brown is frustrated. Because this is a guy that was top 5 in receiving yards, top 5 in receiving touchdowns. He is one of the best receivers in the game, A.J. Brown. If I'm that good of a player, you better believe, Rob, who I want the ball. AB11. He wants the ball. He deserves the ball. Sometimes maybe that marriage won't work out in Philly, but wherever this guy goes, we've seen it with Stephon Diggs in New England.
Yeah.
Not a lot of drama there in New England. It's been a perfect fit. He goes to a team with a quarterback. Maybe he's number 1 receiver. Maybe he's number 2. But this is a guy you want on your football team. He's not quiet, but it shows you he cares, A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
He does care a lot, and he deserves the ball. Buffalo would be a good spot. Obviously, Josh Allen needs a number 1. Kansas City would be a good spot. There's plenty of teams that would take a flyer on A.J. Brown, I'll tell you that much. And even if he does leave Philadelphia, he made Jalen Hurts a much better quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm actually hearing rumors of him going to New England because Vrabel likes him. He was mad that they traded him in Tennessee. Imagine him and Diggs together.
Yeah.
That could be a fun team. Pats might be right back in the Super Bowl, Rob Hill, with A.J. Brown. That's the wide receiver, though. Like, would you rather have a receiver that likes to stir the spot a little bit and want the ball, Rob? Or would you rather have a guy that says, I don't care. I'm not getting the ball. I don't care. Sometimes a little bit of pot stirring could be a good thing.
Yeah, give me the guy that wants to go after it. I mean, I think that in a situation like, for your Bears, I think that would be a match made in heaven type of situation. Yeah.
I'll take him.
Just to change scenery, send AJ to Buffalo. Yeah, no, I think AJ Brown in Buffalo would be a really great fit there as well. I mean, everybody talks about the lack of wide receiving help that Josh Allen has not had in terms of like the namesake on the back of the jersey. Khalil Shakir has been his number one guy over the last 2 years. So
Shakir's a number 2. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's a number 2. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, the situation that they currently have. Because Keon Coleman just hasn't lived up to number 1 status as of yet. We will see. But yeah, I think that'd be great. Kind of like what's been great over the last minute or so here. Now we are starting to really get flooded with practice squad orders here. So
yeah, practice squad double is sold out actually, Rob Hill.
Yes, sir.
So thank you guys. We got that practice squad double closed up. The most wonderful customers here in the business. And then we're 2 to go in that jersey break. So Chase Wheel spins at 9 o'clock, unless there's breaks that are happening. Practice squad double should take about 5 minutes. If that jersey break is sold out by 9, we'll break it. And you guys will be in the wheel spin. If it's not sold out after this practice squad break, you guys will not be in the wheel spin. So, yep, I agree. All right, so practice squad double coming up. Practice squad double, go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Good luck, guys. Maybe A.J. Brown coming out. Maybe a speed flex Eddie George coming out. I guess time will tell, Rob Hill. I guess time will tell here in the UA Live break room. Shh, you already know. Very sneaky. Shh, Bofa. I'm talking quietly. Bofa, if his wife's watching, he's not playing the breaks. We swear, Rob. There's no Bofa. A free Sick Club spot. No money spent, right? We'll go with that. Shh. Alfredo says wheel times 2. All right, Alfredo, out of 30 boxes for the practice squad, wheel times 2.
Just so you know, Common Ashley Forbes did close out that jersey.
Perfect. In the wheel spin.
Yep, there you go. So that will count towards that wheel spin.
All right, so 8 for the practice squad. We don't have 8. 9's the closest. So we'll do 9. And then one more spin of the wheel. 9 and what? 9 and what? Looks like 26, Rob Hill.
9 and 26.
9 and 26.
See what we got.
All right, practice squad, Dublé coming up. Then we got the jersey single, guys. I would like to keep breaking boxes. We are a little bit open right now. Now, the Speedflex is 3 and 4 to go, but it's been 3 and 4 to go for quite a while. So I do not want this practice squad double and the jersey single to be the last boxes we do. But if you guys don't pick up the pace, these can be the last 3 boxes of the night. That is entirely up to you guys whether that's the case or not, though. Now, you guys run the break room, as we say, right? So 6, 7, and 8. It is Alfredo Lachoto in the NFC North, Ashley Forbes in the NFC South. NFC East is Thomas Jierig, Douglas Schoberg, NFC West, Robin Patton, AFC North and South, Ryan Andreessen, AFC East, and Tom Kozic in the AFC West. 9 and 26, guys. Good luck. Practice squad, double box break. Double the boxes, double the fun here in the break room. It's been a really, really fun show.
Yes, it
for
is.
sure. All right, Rob.
What do we got?
I know you've been working out. I need to start working out because we got to flex on these guys. Marcus Allen, 1985 NFL MVP inscription. Flex on those bad boys. The sniper strikes again. Closer magic. How about it, Tom Kozic? Pro Football Hall of Famer, College Football Hall of Famer, Heisman Trophy, League MVP, Super Bowl MVP, National Champion College, Super Bowl champion, only guy ever with all those accolades, the great Marcus Allen on the classic Raiders Speed Flex. That a boy, Tom Kozic.
Yeah, lightning strikes twice for Tom. You talked about how great he is with just those one-spot hits, and he's done it again. Zay Flowers authentic, and now Marcus Allen is building himself quite a one-spot offense.
No kidding, man. No kidding. Tom Kozic, congratulations on the Marcus Allen flex.
Very, very nice hit there, Tom.
288, 237 right there. Marcus
Yeah,
Allen.
this is in the practice squad, so $51 gets him a Marcus
Yeah,
Allen. Speed
crazy.
Plus.
He was in the double, so it's 102, but still,
Oh, the double,
still
nice.
crazy, Rob. Still crazy. Still worth it. Well worth it right there on the Marcus Allen. I don't know. This guy must pray to break room gods or something, because he is a lucky son of a gun here in our break room. No doubt about that. All right, second box here. Second box in the practice squad. This is one heck of a double box break. We had the Speed Flex Marcus Allen, and now we have the quarterback playing in the big game this Sunday. How about Sam Darnold on the Seahawk jersey? Beckett QR code right there. NFC West, Douglas Schoberg. Congrats on Sam Darnold. Tom Brady, Sam Darnold. Only two guys ever, Rob, with back-to-back seasons of 14-plus wins. Nice jersey there for Douglas. I like this one. I'll fold it up for now because display-wise it's harder, but we're going to keep this one for the video. It's Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold jersey. That'll be for social media for sure. Nice hit, Douglas, says Bofa. At least you can say I was in the right break. That's right. You were in the break that Sam Darnold came out of. Nice job there, Douglas.
Yeah, it must have hurt us. Again, probably the guy that we've talked about the most in the second half of the show tonight, Common. It's got to be Sam Darnold. We just had the conversation about him, and Beetlejuicing's a real thing here.
Right? Ashley putting a trade offer out there. By the way, if that was not one in this show, you guys do got to trade off air, but congrats as we have a trade offer out there. Then we do have the jersey single coming up. Jersey single coming up. I'll put this in the chat. Jersey single number 9. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Let me get this Darnold written up for Douglas as well.
And again, Tom, just so you know, that is indeed another Super Bowl square entry. And for those at home wondering where we currently are in that situation, let me get you guys caught up. As of right now, Common, we are at 54.
More than halfway there.
Yep.
Big game squares. Get a square with every authentic lid you win. $1,000 top prize for the squares. So that is pretty cool if you ask me. All right, Sam Darnold jersey for Douglas. And then, guys, I'll give you about 30 to 40 seconds here. Patrick Yanef, Joanne Capsa, Ashley Forbes, Robert Cullen, Ryan Andreessen, Patrick again, and Ashley again on a box number for the jerseys. We've had an absolute blast tonight with you guys knocking out so many awesome autographed memorabilia breaks. You don't get to pick your division, no, Ashley. It's randomized divisions. It is always random. That's the way we run our break room. You can pick your division, sort of, Rob. If you buy all 8 spots, you get all 8 divisions.
Yes.
But yes, it's always random here in the room. That's why it's not an auction, technically. You do get, you buy more spots, you get a better chance to win. So you are sort of bidding, but not really. That way everyone's got an equal chance at each division with their one spot. All right, no box number for the jerseys. So go to the wheel here, Rob. Patrick called 25. That was as close as it gets. I'll give it to Patrick. Usually I say once the wheel is up, numbers are closed. That was really, really close there. I had not spun the wheel, so we'll go with 25. Thank you, Patrick. 25 for the jersey break. All right, guys. Tie goes to the runner, right? Exactly. But it is technically once the wheel is up, even if it's not spun, I can still reserve the right to go with the wheel. But that was... We got to go to the Secaucus, the replay booth. I'll go ahead and give it to the customer there. But if it is a clear 2 or 3 seconds, just to clarify, we are going to stick with the wheel. But if it's like, that close, we'll go with that. Tie goes to the runner, as we say. 7 and 8 clicks. We got Robert Cullen in the NFC North, Ashley Forbes, NFC South, NFC East, Ashley, Patrick Yanef in the NFC West, Joanne Capsa, AFC North, Ashley Forbes, AFC South. Ryan Andreessen, AFC East. And Patrick Yanef, AFC West. 25 for the jerseys. We got ourselves a terrific tight end. Super talented player. Kyle Pitts coming up here.
Oh, that's nice.
On the Atlanta Falcon jersey with the Beckett QR code, the red and black jersey right there. Nice job, Ashley. Had over 1,000 receiving yards his rookie season. Top 5 pick as a tight end. Obviously, consistency has to be delivered, but get this guy a consistent quarterback, and he might be pretty darn good, Kyle Pitts. Nice job, Ashley, on the Pitts jersey.
Very nice for a hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
Very good value for that jersey right there. A guy, will he stay in Atlanta Falcon? That's the biggest question probably going on in the ATL right now.
We'll see. We shall see. All right, do you have the wheel spin, Rob?
It is already.
Thank you, sir. We'll run that wheel spin, guys. And then it is 9:06. You got to go 9:30 to heat up the break room. If the orders start coming in, Rob and I could be on till 10, 11, midnight, as long as you guys want. But I call 9:30, Rob. We call that the business hour. After 9:30, we're only here if boxes are happening, if breaks are happening. You know, we get the chat. We're patient with you guys. The first 3.5 hours are guaranteed to you. Anything past 9:30, you got to earn it, as we say, Rob. You got to earn it. Ashley's out there shooting shots. Kyle Pitts for the Sam Darnold. What is it? What do they say? You miss all the shots you don't take, Rob.
Yeah,
so
100%
Ashley's out there shooting shots. Doesn't hurt to ask, although I'm pretty sure I know the answer personally. I know what I would say. Ashley's like, I am shooting shots, of course. Of course. All right, guys. Chase wheel spin coming up. I've been spinning kind of high recently, Rob Hill. Spinning kind of high of late. I'm going to have to keep the Darnold. I figured that'd be the response. I figured as much that you would keep the Sam Darnold. That does not surprise me one bit on Mr. Sam Darnold. All right, we're going to go 8 clicks here, guys. 8 clicks. Top name gets a Chase wheel spin and some bonus store credit here in the UA live break room. I don't blame you, says Ashley, right? 5, 6, 7, 8th and final click. It is Penny Russell. Penny, Penny, Penny. Let us know what number you would like. Otherwise, Penny, we'll start you on 1. Whatever this lands on, that's how much store credit you get at Ultimate Autographs here. Penny, for your thoughts here. Miss Penny. I'm still bummed my Vikings let him go. We were talking about it earlier, Wingman. I mean, look, in hindsight, everything you laid out earlier, Rob, about having a first-round quarterback pick makes sense. If they had to redo it after what they saw this season, I'm willing to bet they would give Sam Darnold the money.
Yo, for sure.
No doubt about that.
For sure.
All right, Penny. 20 seconds if you're out there, Penny. Last call, Penny Russell. A penny for your thought, as we say here at UA. Then we'll do a top to bottom rundown. We'll do our hit of the show discussion. And that should get us to about 9:20, 9:25 or so. And then we will see where we stand. Again, we'll push this till 9:30 no matter what. But if you guys are not ordering by 9:30, Rob and I will go a little early tonight. All right, Penny, good luck. Pretty good, Penny Russell. Pretty darn good.
What you got?
Round of applause, 93.
Nice.
$93 store credit for Penny. All righty, Penny. Top to bottom rundown coming up. Here we go, guys. Speed Flex series. All Speed Flexes. The most valuable helmet of the game. Every single box is a Speed Flex. We got 4 to go in that single box. 3 to go in that double box. We have the single season sack leader, Myles Garrett on the speed flex with that smiley face. You can double up in that double box, by the way, with Chad Johnson, one of the best Bengals of all time. So that's the last double, and we got one more single after that in the speed flex break. All authentics in the diamonds. We still got 6 headliners, guys, in the final 15 boxes. That includes this beautiful blue rip speed flex, top 5 in catches, top 5 in receiving yards, top 5 in receiving touchdowns. Simply put, top 5 receiver in football, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Given it's a custom speed flex, that bad boy worth well over $1,000 on the Amon-Ra St. Brown. Speaking of top 5 receivers, Puka Nacua led the league in receiving yards per game, number 1 all time in receiving yards per game on the Flash. Then his teammate Devontae Adams, who led the league in receiving touchdowns, the only guy ever to lead the league in receiving touchdowns with 3 different teams, the Packers, the Raiders, the Rams. Talk about quarterback and system proof, Devontae Adams. We do have ourselves TJ Watt, only guy ever to lead the league in sacks 3 different seasons. Not Bruce Smith, not Reggie White, not Deacon Jones, not even Myles Garrett. Only guy ever, TJ Watt. By the way, that lid is worth around $1,000. So is the Jamar Chase, one of 6 Triple Crown winners in the modern NFL Super Bowl era. You get the double box in that break. Get the AFC North, can snag Jamar Chase and TJ Watt in that break. Also got a secondary headliner, Hall of Fame running back, Edgerrin James. Again, guys, all authentic helmets in that series, all terrific in the diamonds. We have the quarterback room. Every box in the quarterback room is a quarterback. Quarterback autographs are the most expensive. They're worth the most money. You want to get a quarterback, no doubt about that. We also have ourselves Jim Kelly, a secondary headliner, only guy to play in 4 straight Super Bowls, the Hall of Famer. The other 3 boxes left will be really good as well in the quarterback room. Multi-sport mixer, 1 headliner left in 2 boxes. Nolan Ryan, baseball, the all-time strikeout king, a guy that I would not want to fight with. Just ask Robert Ventura. Nolan Ryan knocking people out.
That's a good point.
Beautiful, beautiful ball right there. Practice squad. This is the one break that will happen before we go, I'm pretty sure, Rob. We can do more if you guys want, but I know you guys don't want to wait till 9 a.m. tomorrow. There is one more break we'll do before we go. That is the practice squad single. 2 spots to go in that break. We have ourselves the A.J. Brown Speed Flex, one of the best receivers in the game. Then Eddie George Speed Flex, Tennessee Titan all-time leading rusher, 2 flexes, 8 boxes. Again, these lids are worth around $1,000 retail value. Could be a little bit less, but definitely worth 10 times, 12 times, 13 times the $51 buy-in. A.J. Brown, Eddie George on Speed Flexes. Jersey break for as little as $29, guys. You can snag the guy that's number 2 all-time in passing yards and passing touchdowns. The Super Bowl MVP inscription, that classic Super Bowl with the onside kick. Sean Peyton, Drew Brees knocking out Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. Awesome, awesome jersey right there. Nico Collins, number 1 receiver in Houston, and Kenneth Walker, number 1 running back in Seattle, looking to win the Super Bowl himself this upcoming weekend. Frank Gore, 3rd all-time in rush yards as well, secondary headliner in the jerseys. So that's your rundown, guys, and that's what we got cooking here in the break room. 1 to go in the practice squad. That'll happen here shortly, and maybe a Speed Flex single or double. We got to get these down to like 1 to go by 9:30 though, Rob. Yeah. We've been sitting at 3 to go and 4 to go for over 30 minutes now. If these are 1 to go by 9:30, we keep the show going. If they're not 1 to go or sold out, we leave those for the guys at 9 tomorrow. I believe it's going to be Rip back from vacation.
Yeah.
Rip and Frankie, the 9 a.m. crew tomorrow. And I'm actually in early tomorrow, Wednesday, my 12 and 3 day. So I'll be with you guys 12 and 3 p.m. I'll open up boxes tomorrow.
Very cool. Yeah, Rip back with his puppy report. He was on Paw Patrol.
I know. I love it. I want a dog sit. Someone got that Speedflex double. Who was it? Because that just sold out as well.
Yeah, going to go through this here. We actually had Thomas Kaminsky and Matthew Bacher combined for 6 total spots in the Diamond Double. So I'm going to be caught up, and I'll tell you that in just a
Yeah,
moment.
Thomas actually got the speed flex double, I believe.
That makes sense.
I think he's got all of them.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
I think Douglas got the practice squad first. So we'll do the practice squad single first. Then we'll do our final speed flex double afterwards. Thank you, guys. And the chase wheel spin is done for the jerseys. So practice squad single. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. Single and ready to mingle here in the practice squad break.
Which one are you referring to? The single?
For which one?
Are you talking about the practice squad single 5, correct?
Yeah, that just sold out.
Oh, it did? All right. I got it as one left, even on the
Oh,
inventory.
my apologies.
Yeah.
Rob, you're correct. It is one to go.
It's all good.
I got excited, so disregard that.
It will be happening.
Speed Flex double is sold out, though.
Should be.
Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers
Yes.
there, Thomas.
Yeah, it's all Thomas.
And actually, I'm going to go picker wheel, Thomas. If you want the dealer's choice or picker wheel, let me know, brother. I'll give you 30 seconds just in case, but it's all you. We got 1, 10, 12, and 30. 1, 10, 12, and 30 here in the break room.
And that will also be the final double as well.
Yeah, that's it. Because the single's bought into already. That is it for the doubles. So we'll do that single with 4 to go, then one more single after that.
Hopefully this pans out to be an excellent investment for our guy Thomas here, looking to get that Johnson and Garrett.
That'd be nice.
That would be great.
Miles Garrett Speed Flex. So Rob will get that ready in a second. I'll give you about 20, 30 seconds here, Thomas. Otherwise, I will let our wheel pick. Thomas gets 2 Super Bowl square entries because he gets 2 authentic helmets, 2 Speed Flexes specifically, Rob.
Yep. Yes, he does.
Shout out to Tomas. All right, so it's all you, brother. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel for you, my man. Someone asked earlier, can you pick your own division? Well, you kind of can if you buy all the spots. You are guaranteed all the divisions in that case. All right, so picker wheel. I'll put these numbers up on the picker wheel. 1, 10, 12, and 20. All right, spinning it twice here. Spinning it twice. We've got, looks like the GOAT number, the Messi number, 10, Rob Hill. 10 coming off the board.
10 sounds good.
And then one more spin of the wheel here. All right, what's double 10?
That would be 20.
20. Barry Sanders. Arguably the 2 most humble athletes of all time. Lionel Messi, Barry Sanders go to their spots. We have 10 and 20 coming up here in the break room.
We'll grab that for you. 40 Glenn ended up closing out that practice squad single number 5.
Thank you, 40. Appreciate you.
I'm going to get that list for you, and then I'll grab those boxes.
Great job, guys. You guys have kicked butt on that break page tonight. If you guys make a late charge for that Speed Flex break, we can get it knocked out. I'll tell you this, Rob. If the Miles Garrett does not come out here, there might be a late charge. And there just might be a late charge in the All Speed Flex series. Definitely cannot go wrong in that break. 10 and 20. And they'll both be heavy, Rob. We know that because they're Speed Flexes, right, guys? So we are actually going to knock out another break, looks like, because I see the Diamond Doubles 1 to go. So there will be another break after this. We got the Practice Squad Single Diamond Double. Those will happen after that. We'll be a little bit open. So if you guys want to keep the show going, keep those orders going. But Practice Squad Single on deck and Diamond Double in the hole, because it's 1 spot to go. That will go this show, guys. All right, I'll start with 10, Rob Hill. 10 as we are trying to chase down Miles Garrett here.
Let's do it.
If it's not Miles Garrett, I'd get in there, guys. I'd get in there pretty quickly. Wow, this is a very underrated hit. This will have to be a table hit with what we got here tonight. We forget how good this guy is. The Defensive Player of the Year from the previous year, Patrick Sertan the second
that's-
on the Bronco Flex, the Oakley visor.
Wow.
That and more section, guys. Pretty darn good. Not a headliner. Pat Sertan the second. Actually, Rob, if you have a second, clear out a couple boxes. I'll be okay, but I'm definitely boxed in.
Yeah, I got you.
But beautiful, beautiful lid right there. That, by the way, is a Beckett QR code. Nice job there, Thomas Kaminsky, on Pat Sertan the second. How do you like them apples right there? That is very, very nice. So Myles Garrett and Chad Johnson still left, guys. Those could be coming up here very, very soon in the UA Live break room. All right. Like father, like son. The son's even better, though. The OG Pat Sertan never got a depoy. The second guy did. How about that? Beautiful, beautiful lid there, Thomas. Very, very nice, my man. All right, is this the Myles Garrett, folks? Is this the Myles Garrett? 1 in 3 chance at Myles, 2 in 3 chance not at Myles. We know what the last 2 boxes will be because this is not Myles Garrett.
Oh.
It's the human joystick
that's awesome.
on the Retro Falcon Speed Flex, the Madden GOAT, the 4-time Pro Bowler, the MVP runner-up one season, Michael Vick for Thomas Kaminsky. That's a inscribed helmet with the visor, with the throwback look for the ATL. So 2 boxes left, 2 headliners left. Myles Garrett, and then Chad Johnson.
I mean, I know Thomas was obviously chasing both headliners to double up, but I mean, I don't know how you could be upset with either one of those. Those are 2 of the greatest non-headliner hits I've ever seen here at UA.
Pretty good. Pretty darn good, Michael Vick. Woo. Practice squad coming up next, guys. Practice squad. Single number 5. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Let's practice squad here in the break room. Great, great job, guys. Knocking out that speed flex break. All right, we got box 2 for the practice squad, Rob.
2? Okay.
2, by the way. The amount of speed flexes left in this series. 2 speed flexes left. Let me actually, I'm going to move the QB mixer over a little bit on the ticker here to make that ticker a little bit nicer looking. I noticed like all the series are on the top, looks like. All right, box 2 for the practice squad. Might go down to 40. Good luck, guys. We'll go 8 clicks for the practice squad. Thank you, Rob. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, Michael Baldwin has the NFC North. NFC South is Douglas Schoberg. 40 Glenn has the NFC East. Moses Cohen, NFC West. Alfredo Lachoto, AFC North. Moses Cohen, AFC South and East. And Tom Kozic, AFC West. We have 8 boxes left. Got the Eddie George Speed Flex and the AJ Brown Speed Flex left, guys. And they're still out there. How about a little bit of Rice? Former Pro Bowl superstar. One of the best pass rushers in football. Simeon Rice here, Rob Hill. That beautiful
Nice.
red and orange Buccaneer jersey with that Beckett QR code. Douglas Schoberg, 1 spot on the break. Second to last spot on that break, Simeon Rice, baby. Simeon eats rice right there. Terrific defensive end. All-time sack leader for the Big Ten Conference, by the way, in college ball. 3-time Pro Bowler in the NFL, Defensive Rookie of the Year, a Super Bowl champion. 122 career sacks, Rob.
Wow.
Future Hall of Famer, Simeon Rice.
100%.
Nice jersey there, Douglas. Also... part of that Bucs defense that won that Super Bowl in the early 2000s. I know I talk a lot about Sapp, Brooks, Lynch. We forget Simeon Rice as well. Nice job, Douglas. Very, very nice job. All right, so that diamond double, is it sold out yet? If not, it's got to be soon, right?
It is not.
It is not sold out? Oh, guys, come on. One spot to go. 2 authentic helmets coming up in that diamond double. Let's get that knocked out here before Rob and I go. I would love to get that Speed Flex single done, too. 4 to go with the Myles Garrett Speed Flex and Chan Johnson Speed Flex. 2 boxes left, 2 headliners left in that Speed Flex series. That, to me, seems like a no-brainer, as we say here in the break room. No-brainer. Put this Simeon Rice back in its box. All right. So I'll put this Pat Surtain. We've had the Mike Evans on all night. This is a very, very clean Bronco flex. Let me refresh that break page, see where we stand. We got 2 to go in the Speed Flex single. Again, 2 boxes left. We got the Myles Garrett Speed Flex and the secondary headliner Chad Johnson. We got 1 to go in the Diamond Double. We have 2 double up options. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, the best receiver tandem in the NFL in the NFC West spot. Then we have the Jamar Chase Speed Flex, maybe the best receiver in football with TJ Watt, a top 2 player in football on defense, AFC North double up. We have the Amon-Ra St. Brown Speed Flex left as well, guys. The custom flex in that break. So it is 9:26. I'm going to put you guys in the spot. I don't want to mess around here late at night. I'm not against giving our guys a chance in the morning to get things moving. So I'm going to give you guys until 9:30 to get that Speed Flex double closed up, Diamond double, 1 and 2 spots. If that can't be done in 4 minutes, we're hopping off at 9:30. Because otherwise, we're a little bit open. 5 to go in the double quarterback, but a lot of 8s otherwise. Then when you get a second, Rob, that next practice squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, brother. So in the meantime, while we wait, let's do our hit of the show discussion for now. This is obviously subject to change, Rob, because we got a couple of diamond headliners. Things could change. I'm going to have some fun with this.
Okay.
Because I'm going to include Tony Romo. He wasn't in our show. I'm going to mix it up and include him because I love Tony Romo.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have 4 flexes on the table and 2 authentics, and they're both blue. I'm going to go Jason Witten 6, Jonathan Taylor 5. I'll go Pat Surtain 4. I give Marcus Allen the edge because of the inscription, the MVP. Okay. If this was against the Pat Surtain without the inscription, I'd go Pat Surtain. I'm going to go to the Romo. Can I grab that Romo? Absolutely. I don't care. I love Tony Romo so much. He gets to be in my video. I don't care if it was a 3 p.m. show. Tony Romo number 2, and I think number 1 is obvious. Evans and Mayfield. The only custom flex pulled in the show tonight. Yep. That is number 1. How about you? What do you got for me?
Let's see what we can go through here, man. We got some really, really good hits here. Wow. It's gonna be a really tough call. You know, just like you, I'll go with the. I'll include Romo, without a doubt.
We have to include Romo.
I'm gonna go JT at I'm gonna go JT at 6. I'll go Witten at 5, just because I don't get to see Witten as much. So
fair.
Both on flashes. I'll go Marcus Allen at 4. Tony Romo at 3. I just love the Oakley visor on Pat Surtain.
Okay.
For 2, and then obviously the Evans and
respect.
Mayfield in a league of their own.
Personal preference. These are all pretty close, no doubt. We did knock out that diamond double. Thank you, guys. That single is reloaded. Always refresh that page, guys. That single is reloaded for the practice squad. Thank you, Rob. Which means that new troop will definitely get in because he asked for it, right? He has to get in. If you ask for a break to be opened, you got to be in the break, right? That's what we call courtesy, common courtesy here in the break room. All right, diamond double coming up. Diamond double number 3. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. I want to get that Speed Flex single done as well, guys. But unless we get that done pretty quickly, this could be the last break of the show for the diamonds. A lot of flexes left, though. A lot of great stuff left in this diamond series. No doubt about that. Want to literally flex on these guys here tonight, Rob Hill. There we go. Good job. Got another 3 spots. Perfect. Best case scenario, that gets that break moving. We knock it out tonight. Worst case scenario happens early on in the 9 a.m. show tomorrow for that practice squad. All right, we got Thomas Kaminsky, Matthew Bacher, Dan Scapetta, and Ryan Noonan. Ryan must have won a bet today because he's in the break room. What's up, Rye? Pistons tonight played the Nuggets, and they won by 3 points. Yeah. I think the spread was 3.5, I think, for Detroit. So hopefully you didn't bet that because that was a bad beat because the Nuggets came roaring back in the fourth quarter, looks like.
Yes, they did.
41-31 outscored them. I did miss my Cunningham LeBron unders. LeBron got 7 assists.
I did see
They
that.
put him out there in the fourth quarter up 30 points. A 40-something-year-old guy. Shame on you, Lakers. Shame on you, Rob. I was 1 assist short. I drew it up just according to script. Lakers in a blowout. LeBron rests, doesn't get 7 assists, and he got 7 on the dot. DeAndre Ayton, though, did get 8 rebounds. I did get that parlay.
Was it right on the dot?
Right on the dot.
Right on the
8
dot.
rebounds.
Yeah. Luka did not get his 8 assists, so he did not do his job. LeBron was ball hogging at 41. When
Come
he
on.
Worry about applying for AARP.
Come on. 1 assist less. Come on, LeBron. You're too good. All right, diamonds out of 30. We'll spin the wheel twice for our 2 diamond boxes. Let's get that speed flex done before we go. We're going to get that speed flex done before we go, guys. 29 for the diamonds. 29, Rob. We don't have 28's the closest. So 28 and what else? 28 and looks like half of 28. 14. There's no 14. 13's the closest, looks like. 13 and 28. Exactly right. 50% chance at a Myles Garrett speed flex for 167. I do agree. I would love to get that break done before we go. Otherwise, that'll be likely the first break of the 9 a.m. show. We have knocked out only 2 spots in that break the last hour. So again, if the break is hot, I'm more likely to stay on. But I believe only 2 spots bought in that single the last hour. So if you want to get that diamond, or excuse me, that speed flex break done, I get in there right now, guys. Which, by the way, the ratios just got better. 2 boxes left, 2 headliners, Rob. They're both speed flexes, Myles Garrett and Chad Johnson.
Yep.
That's an easy buy for me personally. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 clicks. Yep, only guy in there the last hour. That break, by the way, was on fire last night. We pulled a lot of customs, slowed down a little bit. But Myles Garrett with 2 boxes left. I mean, I know if you told Myles Garrett, if I called up Myles Garrett right now and told him, these guys in the break room don't respect you, they're not in that break with you out there, he would whoop some, you know what, here in the break room.
Yeah, I would whoop a lot of it too.
Right? Yeah, we are probably going to have a 1 and 4 sometime soon, Jason. We have been doing a lot of these multi-sport breaks with the 8 spots, but I do imagine a 1 and 4 will be in the works at some point. I do love that 1 and 4 series for sure. All right. What do we got here? We got a full-size authentic. Oh, this has to enter the table, Rob. This has to enter the table. We have a beautiful, beautiful lid. The Flash Authentic. How about Puka Nacua in the break room? Number 1 in the league in receiving yards per game. Number 1 all-time in receiving yards per game. Thomas Kaminsky, maybe the best receiver in football. Puka Nacua Flash. That is very, very nice. Just because, Rob, it was not this show, and it's been on the table all day, we can bump the Romo. Only reason why we're doing it, because he was not technically hit in the show. But keep him around, Mr. Romo, for the post-show social media work. Nice, says Rams 0809. Good luck all, says Bradley. Great job, Thomas Kaminsky. Puka Nacua Flash Authentic for the Rams right there. That is very, very nice. Let's see if Thomas can double up with Mr. Adams. We'll keep it out, Rob, for the social media. Yeah, you're good. I can't. I love Tony Romo. I don't know if you knew that. I'm a big Romo guy. I am a Romo fan. I thought, talking about underrated quarterbacks, underappreciated, he was vastly underappreciated in Dallas. He was a beast. Plus, we don't get him often in the break room either.
He was tough, man. He was tough.
Second box in the double. For a second, I read this. Jamar Chase? No, it's Jamal Charles on the Kansas City Chief Authentic. 5.4 yards per carry. GOAT inscription. The highest yards per carry of any running back ever. Thomas Kaminsky, AFC West. Jamal Charles.
Great double up.
Man, great job, Thomas. Bought multiple spots. Got himself 2 Authentics, 2 Speedsters, Jamal Charles, and Puka Nacua. All right, money well spent, Thomas. Money well spent here in the UA live break room. So Puka for me, I actually would put Puka as my number 2 hit of the show.
Wow.
I don't care if it's not a speed flex. Again, Romo was the last show technically. I put him ahead of Surtain, ahead of Marcus Allen. I'd put that only behind Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield for me. Just because we don't get Puka as often, and I love Puka.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Marcus Allen. We got a lot of Jonathan Taylor. I love Puka Nacua personally. My number 2 hit of the show personally.
Won't hear a complaint out of me.
Amen. Mr. Nacua. All right, guys. Let's take a peek at that break page. We are still 2 to go in that Speedflex single. We are 8 to go in the diamonds. We are 5 to go in the quarterback room double, 6 to go in the quarterback room single, 5 to go in the multi-sport. Practice squad is 5 to go. Jerseys are 8 to go. So I'm going to give you guys until 9:40, 3 minutes. If that Speedflex is sold out in 3 minutes, we break it. If the practice squad sold out in 3 minutes, we break it. Otherwise, we'll hop off at 9:40 here, guys, and leave the guys tomorrow some pre-fills. 9:40 for it to sell out, Moises. So again, we're gonna play this game less and less often. If I were you, I'd get all the spots for sure. Sold out, he says. Never mind, sold out. Oh, 1 second. It is sold out here. Matthew Bacher shutting the door. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you, my man. Mr. Matthew Bacher getting that closed up. All right, Matthew. So we are sold out right there. Speedflex single. Go ahead and drop me a box number. If this is not the Myles Garrett, I'd probably get in the next one. That would be my advice to you guys. If it's not the Myles Garrett, jump in the next one, guys. Moises with box 1. I am number 1. All right, 1 works, my man. We'll get 1 off the board. 12 will be the final box in the Speedflex. So you want the AFC North, Rob, because we have Chad Johnson and Myles Garrett, unless it's one of those very, very rare cases of the New England Patriot Chad Johnson, which I highly doubt, but I have seen a couple times.
Possible.
But AFC North is what you want on this break for the Speedflex. Trevor Jerick, Joshua Cook, Thomas Kaminsky, Ashley Forbes, Moises Cohen, and Matthew Bacher. AFC North. The coveted spot here, potentially for the Myles Garrett Speedflex. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 clicks. All right, Moises Cohen as the NFC North, Ashley Forbes, the NFC South, Thomas Kaminsky, NFC East, Trevor Jerick, NFC West, Moises Cohen, AFC North, Joshua Cook, AFC South, Matthew Bacher in the East and the West here. let's see if it's Myles Garrett or if it's Chad Johnson here. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We got some heat coming up. We got some heat coming up here in the UA Live break room. It is Myles Garrett on the Cleveland Browns Speed Flex. The single season sack record holder, 23 sacks. Great job, Moises Cohen. AFC North spot for Myles Garrett, which, by the way, I know I said Puka's my number 2 hit of the show. That's my new number 2, Myles Garrett.
Awesome stuff, Moises. Way to keep the show alive. Way to keep pushing, my friend. That's how you do it right there.
Beautiful lid.
Left nothing to chance.
USA flag on the back. Beckett QR code. Very, very clean on the Myles Garrett right there. All right, guys. Are you guys done for the night? We do have a practice squad single. That's 3 spots to go. So give you guys a couple more minutes here. Let's go till 9:45, 3.5 minutes for sure. What do you mean? The dice roll was 8, my man. It's 8 right there. We randomized 8 times. Dice roll was 8. And then 6 and a 2 as well from earlier. It is 8 right there. What does it show on the dice roll number? It says 8. I'm confused what you guys are talking about. Dice graphic shows 7. I have no idea what they're talking about. What animation? Oh, he's talking about the 5 and the 2 up there. So just to clarify, the number you see below, the number 8 right there is the number that it is. You guys are gonna have me have a heart attack, man.
That's a first.
It is. I see what you're saying above the 8. No, it's 8. There's a reason the number 8 is there, because that's the dice number. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Did I do the wrong thing? No, it's definitely 8. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it, Matthew Ice.
If that was the case,
oh my God,
every dice roll would be 7.
Yeah, don't make us delete that, because I think that looks cool. Yeah, that is absolutely zero, nada to do with it. It's always the number you see below. If you watch the show, it's always the number put above the live breaks. So I guarantee you, if you go back and watch the show, Matthew, it was 7 in the last show and the show before that. In fact, I am so positive of it, I'm going to show him right now, because that is what it's always been. It always shows 7, Matty. Yeah, exactly. That is definitely not true, Rob. That's never been the case. And I'm going to show him right now, because we're all about integrity here at UA and talking about what we see. I want to make sure he sees exactly what it was earlier today. So go to our live from earlier, pull up the 3 p.m. show with Dom and Rob. I will show it live on the show, and you can see right there, 3 p.m. show with the top 100 team. That was the Rod Woodson helmet. Dom and Rob, 7 p.m. So, or 7 on that dice roll. So
I can understand this.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I'll be honest with you. That is the first time I've ever seen that pointed out. If it gets pointed out again, Rob, we'll go ahead and remove the dice graphic. But I've done probably in my break room career millions of hours of shows, and that has never once been brought up.
Yeah.
So first for everything here, we say, but it has always been that dice right there, and it's always 7. So just wanted to make sure you guys saw that's what it always is. All right, practice squad single. We are 2 to go. Don't make it awkward. Let's get this break sold out for sure. Well, if you guys keep buying more spots, we'll add more fancy graphics up there. I'll put it that way. You guys want those fancy graphics, keep on buying the break spots. I'm going to remove the dice roll. I'm going to remove it right now. The dice... where's this, Rob? So no one says anything, right?
Not a bad idea.
Oh, my God.
There you go. Doc closes it out.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Practice squad coming up. Practice squad, a single. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. So it has been removed. Everyone could have no confusion now, Rob. If we focus on something like that too much, it gets the can, I say here, right?
So weird not seeing it there.
Well, we'll see. We might bring it back tomorrow. Depending on how I feel, Rob. Might bring it back tomorrow. It gets the boot tonight, though. 18 from Doc Rivers. Thank you, Doc. We will do 18 for the practice squad, my man. All right. So this will be our last break of the night, barring a barrage of orders. And Rob, you could pick whatever you want. JT or Jason Witten for the bonus table, because Myles Garrett going on the big table.
Okay.
Sounds good, Matt. I'll put it back after the show tonight. Sounds good, brother. I got you, my man.
Put Witten up here.
Thank you, sir. And then Myles Garrett will go off to the side there. All right. Moises Cohen, Tom Kozic, Alfredo Lachotto, Douglas Schoberg, and Dennis Rivers here for the practice squad. Good luck, guys. Let's have some fun here in the practice squad. 8 times on the way, guys. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we got ourselves Douglas Schoberg in the NFC North, Moises Cohen, NFC South, Dennis Rivers, NFC East, Moises, NFC West. We got Dennis, AFC North, Moises, AFC South, Alfredo, AFC East, and Tom Kozic in the AFC West. All right, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck for the practice squad break. Wow, this is something different. Haven't seen this name in quite a while. I had a very, very brief, successful run with the Chargers. He was up there for touchdowns a lot, catches. This is Austin Eckler on the Washington jersey.
Fantasy goat.
Fantasy star.
For a couple of years.
NFC East with that Beckett QR code. Dennis Doc Rivers.
Closes it. There you go.
Congratulations, Closer Magic, on that Austin Eckler jersey. Doc, says Bofa. Doc indeed right there.
Very, very nice, Doc. Congrats, buddy.
That is very, very nice. I'll put the Eckler jersey back in its box. And if that is the last break of the night, thank you guys. If you want to do any more, let me know. If you're getting the credit card out, we're happy to break them. Otherwise, that will be the last box of the night. We did the hit of the show discussion earlier, Rob. Let's keep the Romo out of it because that was the last show. Let's just do top 3. Give me your top 3 tonight. The revised hit of the show discussion.
I'm gonna
the
run
podium.
I'm gonna run it back. Oh, with Garrett on here. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Changes things.
I'm going to. All right. Yeah, I'll have. I'm gonna take Miles at 3.
Ooh.
Patrick Surtain at 2. I just love the orange visor.
Sure.
And then Evans and Mayfield is gonna stay at 1 for me.
Perfect. I would flip that personally. I put Surtain at 3. I'll go Myles Garrett at 2, and still number 1 tonight. The custom flex, the Mayfield and Evans on that Bucks rave. Very, very nice. So let me refresh things just in case here in the break room. We are pretty open. So this will do it, Rob. So there we go. I've been away for a bit, but the winner email was super cool to get a notification exactly right. If you win an item, we'll shoot you guys an email telling you won that item. Rob, final thoughts from you, brother.
What a show, man. Really, really fun stuff. We were able to, I feel like we covered a lot of bases in a lot of different areas. That Speed Flex, we're able to take down all the photo headliners, the practice squad, and diamonds. I feel like was equal love across the board. I feel like we got like a lot of good variety. So I feel like we just went to like an elite buffet and we came out feeling full and happy. So, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I'm really satisfied with what we did tonight. So
I agree.
good stuff. How about you?
Box count. I'll go with a 26 tonight.
26. That
No,
sounds very accurate.
that's probably less. Now that I look at your board there. Is it 22?
It's 24.
24. Oh, split the difference.
24, right?
24.
Right down the middle.
Good night, fellas. See you tomorrow. Sounds good. Rob, great job co-hosting, producing, brother.
You as well, dude.
I'll be here for noon and 3 tomorrow with Rip Camelucci. Rob, you're back Thursday at noon.
Noon and 3.
And noon and 3 on Thursday. We're live every single day on the Ultimate Autographs YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channels. 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. The YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channels. Get those break spots, ultimateautographs.com. Also live at 10:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and midnight on Friday. Good night, guys. Thank you, Alfredo. Appreciate you, brother.
Good night, guys.
You have a good night as well. Of course, great job to Rob. The best job to the customers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for chatting. Thank you so much for buying. You guys are the best customers in the business. Have a great night, guys, and we will see you guys soon.